Hey, what is up, guys? Chase over here, bringing you another WWE preview and predictions podcast. It's been a while since we did one of these, but hey, it's back, so you can't complain. We are here to talk about SummerSlam 2015, and also a bonus, since NXT is all going to take over Brooklyn, we're also going to talk about NXT TakeOver Brooklyn just for a little bit. We're not going to discuss the whole card, because the whole card as itself, like, I don't even know who this Dash Wilder is, but I don't know why he's wrestling, but I guess Dash Wilder has a match, and Chad Gable's in this match too. I don't even want to explain this match. It just looks too big and complicated. And then there's a fatal 4-way Divas match that we don't want to talk about. But we're not going to talk about the whole card for TakeOver, just little snippets. But I can't do these podcasts alone. With me at this time is a YouTube gamer, former YWC, former member of the Grooves of Greatness. You can catch his streams every single day, pretty much. He streams almost every day. I go to the streams, and sometimes I type in there so you guys can say hi to me in there as well. Currently, he's doing GTA 3, old school Call of Duty, and then just a bunch of random assortment games. It's JD Venom. Justin, how are you doing, my man?
I'm doing great. I actually just got done streaming, literally right before this.
And there was a 10-year-old kid whose mom was listening to you scream inappropriate things, Justin.
I'm sorry. I mean, if you're 10 years old, you're coming into my stream, I will be cussing.
The best line of the stream was that you said that Jared from Subway was going to get a $5 footlong in jail.
I mean, it's true. Like, this guy's going to jail, and hey, he's gonna get a real $5 footlong.
Oh, laughing so hard when you said that. Oh, who would have thought Jared from Subway? That guy lost all that weight, all for nothing. But you know what's not all for nothing? Gold. Gold can lead to many people's hearts. And Gold Standard 000 leads to my heart. Ross, how's it going, my man?
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you for having me on here.
Yep, our boys are going at it again, Ross. We're getting another Randy Orton and Sheamus match. Oh, this is going to be a great one. And we might be joined by Ace to Wrestling at some time during this show. But anyways, guys, WWE SummerSlam 2015 is coming up. It from Brooklyn. Originally was going to be at the Izod Center, but then the Izod Center was like, LOL, we're going to close down. So now it's in Brooklyn. And then WWE was all like, hey, since we're in Brooklyn, let's have a takeover event there. And that's how NXT TakeOver Brooklyn happened. And it's amazing. NXT, the developmental brand of the WWE, sold out the Barclays Center. Well, most of the Barclays Center. They sold out. 13,000 people will be live in attendance to watch the young stars of NXT. And this is huge for NXT, huge for the WWE. Vince McMahon must be loving this, knowing that he sold out the Barclays Center 2 times in a row. SummerSlam sold out really fucking quickly. And we didn't even get the announcement of the main event match at that time. And now it's freaking sold out NXT TakeOver. And really, when you look at the card of NXT TakeOver, it's not like a fucking special card. It looks pretty standard, but it just shows how good NXT has been in the last few months. And it just shows that the WWE is doing pretty well when it comes on to the NXT side of things. But really, to be honest, like I said, the card, nothing special. There's only maybe 4 matches you could check out if you're excited for Yuha Nation debuting as Apollo Crews. I guess 5, but other than that, there's really only 3, 4 matches that you should really care about.
Yeah.
Nothing really, but let's talk about some of the matches here. Obviously, Yuha Nation's debuting, so I guess we'll talk about him. His name is Apollo Crews. What do you guys think about the Apollo Crews name? I think it's kind of lame.
I think your words might have some beef with that. Apollo Crews, Apollo Creed.
Mm-hmm.
No. What was his name? It was Conflict Creed. Yeah, never mind. I was thinking about something else here. But yeah, I mean, maybe. But I mean, that could have been like fucking Xavier Woods' name in WWE if they really want to go with that. But anyway, the guy's a hell of a talent though.
Oh yeah.
So he's very fucking athletic for his size. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to see him.
Yeah, looks like Bobby Lashley, moves like Rey Mysterio is what I said when I watched his little WWE video. I'm like, the dude looks like Bobby Lashley, but he freaking runs around the ring like he's little Rey Mysterio. Ross, you probably watch more Yuha Nation matches than Justin and I have combined in our total lives, which is 0 for me. I don't know how many Yuha Nation matches you watch, Justin, but
half a match.
Half a match, so 0.5, half a match that we have watched together in our combined lives. What is Yuha Nation like as a talent, Ross?
Oh, he's really good.
Mm-hmm.
I've only seen 2 PWG matches, and I think I saw him wrestle once in CZW.
Well,
But yeah, he's really good, really athletic, and he can bring some good powerhouse moves, and yeah, he's just a good wrestler. I mean, there's nothing really else to say. I really haven't heard him talk too much other than these NXT promos, but I mean, he seems all right, I guess, on the microphone.
Yeah, you know, so far from what I've seen, he seems like a great mid-carder for the WWE because we know Vince is not going to push a black man to the top.
I was going to say that, but you said it for me.
Vince ain't going to push this dude to the top. I mean, Titus O'Neil is like the greatest human being on the face of the earth, beating out dudes like Vin Diesel and David Beckham for Dad of the Year or Celebrity Dad of the Year, feeding like 8 million homeless people food, and he's not getting a world title. He's only stuck in the tag team division. This guy, it's sad because like he seems like a really good talent. He's facing Ty Dillinger, who's like the new CJ Parker of NXT. If you need an enhancement match guy, there's Ty Dillinger. So he's facing Ty Dillinger, so it should be decent at best. The other match that I want to talk about is a match that I'm looking forward to, mainly because this dude's going to get squashed. Deer in the Headlights, a.k.a. Baron Corbin, taking on my boy Samoa fucking Joe. Joe's going to kill Baron Corbin. This is great. It's great booking that the WWE has realized to give up on this Baron Corbin experiment. For all you people that loved him and hated on Roman Reigns, suck on this shit. You know, you guys loved Baron Corbin. You guys were all like, oh, Baron Corbin's awesome. He should get a push, not Roman Reigns. You guys are fucking idiots. And now you guys get to watch Samoa Joe bury the fuck out of Baron Corbin. Now, normally, I wouldn't like this. A young talent getting buried by an older guy. But since it's Baron Corbin, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with Samoa Joe just going out there, maybe kicking him a couple times, hitting a muscle buster, kind of like the one he had on Tyson Kidd, maybe ending his career. I don't know. I don't want to see this guy anymore. I'm tired of Baron. I'm tired of this Baron Corbin. I'll tell you what. I've seen guys improve. But Baron Corbin, since he's been on NXT, the only thing that impresses me is just his finisher. That's it. That's all he does is his finisher, and that's it. That's all I care about. And he's not like Goldberg, where Goldberg at least showed improvement and everything. Like, he still can't do a big boot. Dude's like 6'11", and he struggles freaking getting his dumb feet in the air. Like, screw Baron Corbin. I hope Samoa Joe beats him. I hope Kakina Clutch comes back, just chokes him out, and, you know, accidentally chokes him out a little bit too longer, except there's like a head concussion, and he's doing commentary with Corey Graves.
Oh, no.
That's how much I hate Deer in the Headlights and Garbage Man. Those are the two most hated wrestlers in WWE, and thankfully, Garbage Man is no longer being featured on television because he's injured. Let's keep it that way. But anyways, what are you guys' thoughts on this? Do you think like Joe should have been in a bigger match? I mean, come on, you're in fucking Barclays, you're in New York. Samoa Joe should be in a bigger match.
That's to come. That's to come.
Yeah, he should be in a bigger match for sure.
That's to come. That's to come. I mean, there's no reason really to rush Joe right now. I mean, Joe's just down there right now. He's just chilling, you know. He's in fucking Florida, you know, catching a paycheck right now. He's only working like only a couple times a fucking month. So it's like, you know what I mean? So he's just catching a paycheck here. But yeah, I agree with you, Chase. Like, I want to see Samoa Joe just really, really fuck Baron Corbin up. Now, I don't hate Baron Corbin, but I just want to see Samoa Joe kill somebody. I mean, come on. I just want to see Samoa Joe kill somebody. But I mean, Joe should win this match, obviously. I mean, he's going to pretty much just annihilate Corbin, hopefully. And, yeah, hopefully Baron Corbin will be doing jobber matches, jerking the Corbin at the next NXT show. So.
And the thing is, we need Samoa Joe to be that ruthless killer like he was in TNA, where he was, like, killing all the X Division dudes. That was awesome. That was great stuff. Back in Ring of Honor, when he would kill all their little X Division guys, that was great. That's what we need from Samoa Joe. Ross, what about you? What do you expect from Samoa Joe here? Do you expect Samoa Joe to carry this piece of shit throughout the whole match and most likely win, or do you think Baron Corbin's going to get the upset?
I think Joe's going to pretty much carry the match. I would like to see Samoa Joe be the first to, like, counter the finisher, whatever Baron Corbin calls it. I don't think anyone's countered that before. But, like, if there was a way once you're, like, swinging, like, to, I don't know, break out of it, counter it, that'd be pretty cool. And give him a muscle buster, and boom, that's it. So, Yeah, I don't think the match is going to go too long. I think they'll go back and forth for a little bit, maybe a couple minutes, and then that'll be it.
All right.
I mean, Baron Corbin, he's very green in the ring. That's why his matches are so quick. Now, I like the comparison that you made of Goldberg, Chase. Like, at least Goldberg, though, like, no one gives Goldberg enough credit. Like, he was actually a pretty decent wrestler. Like, doing fucking like fucking single leg scissors and shit, and like doing kicks up and shit in the ring. Baron Corbin can't even do that shit. This guy can barely move around the ring.
Yeah,
I mean,
Goldberg improved every time.
Finisher's pretty good. Can't fucking play his boot up. So
Yeah, he can't like he sucks at like some of the basic like he did like the Undertaker move where Undertaker does snake eyes onto the turnbuckle and then goes for the big boot. You're gonna steal a move from the fucking Undertaker. You better hit it right. Don't freaking half-ass it. When the guy has to like bend down for you to lift your damn boot up, what's your problem? You're sick. That should be like easy naturalness. Like Kevin Nash did that when he was like a green ass rookie. Kevin Nash knew how to do that easily. Come on. You cannot be that unathletic. You're a former offensive tackle in the NFL. Pretty sure you know how to freaking use your feet properly. But anyways, enough about Baron Corbin. Jushin Thunder Liger is going to make his WWE debut. It's going to be under NXT because fuck the main roster. Let's not bring in Jushin Thunder Liger for a main roster like match. That would make too much sense. So let's bring him down to NXT and have him face Tyler fucking Breeze. Now, I like Tyler Breeze. His gimmick's awesome. His theme song's awesome. I feel like the dude's been underappreciated by the WWE brass. But let's be real here. Tyler Breeze is facing Jushin Thunder Liger. Like Jushin Thunder Liger should be facing like Adrian Neville or Neville now as they call him, like at SummerSlam as the opening match and streamers. Like I already see the fucking ring being filled with streamers. That's gonna piss me off. I hate when all those streamers get in the ring. It makes it all messy and shit. It's not in Japan. It does. It annoys me, and then it's just there, and then I'll get distracted because I'm watching a match later on, and there's streamers on the fucking floor, and it's like, no, clean your shit up, okay? But yeah, so Jushin Liger versus Tyler Breeze. People are like really excited for this match, which makes no sense to me. I don't know why you're excited for this. I mean, Tyler Breeze is not like a world beater in the ring. I mean, he's okay, but he's not a world beater. Jushin Thunder Liger is no longer the same age, but he can still go and put on good matches. I mean, it's just going to be cool to see Liger, but it's kind of disappointing that's just on NXT. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, Chase, NXT is a premier brand. No, not in Vince's eyes. The premier brand is Raw. The premier brand is, the main shows. And to me, a legend in the wrestling business, like a Jushin Thunder Liger, deserves much more love and appreciation than just being on NXT. I'm not trying to be a party pooper here. It's cool that Jushin Thunder Liger is going to be a part of the WWE. But seriously, if you want me to really feel like it's a big deal and have people to realize, like, I'm just saying, what are more people going to watch? SummerSlam or TakeOver Brooklyn? Hardcore wrestling fans are easily going to be watching TakeOver Brooklyn. But if people are going to go back and watch something, I'm pretty sure SummerSlam is going to get more watches than a TakeOver event. That's just my personal opinion. I'm just saying, I just wish Jushin Thunder Liger got more love and respect. One of the best cruiserweights of all time. One of the best wrestlers you'll see. And it's like, not of all time, but in-ring wise, yes. One of the best wrestlers you'll see. And it's just like, he gets regulated to take over. Like, fuck this. You're facing Tyler Breeze out of all fucks in the world. Well, you couldn't just tell Neville to work double duty. It's not like Neville's doing anything hard at SummerSlam. He's just teaming with fucking Arrow. He ain't doing anything. So, yeah. Great to see Jushin Liger take on Tyler Breeze. I'm happy Jushin Liger is going to get some WWE love. That's needed. That's needed. Jushin Liger is a great talent. I think some people need to Google some matches of him from the past. I don't care if it's on an HD quality. You guys can fucking deal with it.
Yeah, him and Brian Pillman, they have some.
Oh yeah, WCW.
There was the first ever Nitro match. Brian Pillman and Jushin Thunder Liger. But for this match itself, Thunder Liger, he's like the Japanese Jerry Lynn. Like that, just like that high flyer that gets old and old and old, and like he just keeps going and going and going in the ring. You know what I mean? But this year, I can never see like a guy like Jushin Thunder Liger on the main roster. Like that would just look so weird to me. So with this, like being more of an indie type crowd show in a way, this is like the perfect spot for him. mean, WWE doesn't give a shit about you, shit. Like, this is the only, this is the only way you get into the WWE Hall of Fame. Vince said, that little Japanese guy has to work for me at least once to get in the Hall of Fame. That's pretty much what it is. You have to at least work for Vince to get in the Hall of Fame. There's probably only like 2 or 3 people in the Hall of Fame that has never worked for Vince or been part of WWE in some capacity. But yeah, Tyler Breeze though in Thunder Liger, I think this match overall will be fine. But as the concept with Tyler Breeze, because Tyler Breeze has kind of been in limbo ever since like the Fatal 4-Way match last year.
Yeah, because like it felt like Fatal 4-Way they were gonna make Tyler Breeze kind of like their NXT heel champion, but then they signed Kenta, Prince Devitt, and Kevin Steen, and it was just like after those guys started to debut, it was like Tyler Breeze started to become their regular bitch. It was like, okay, you're losing to Kenta this week, and then you're losing to Finn Balor this week, and it's just like, god damn.
I think Tyler Breeze, he needs maybe definitely not a face turn because because if he turns face, that's just gonna kill his character. But like they need to repackage him or something, or they need to do something with him to like get him out of limbo. Like right now, he's like Randy Orton 2000. What was the year fucking Randy Orton was just like in limbo for a little while, like 2010 for a little bit.
Randy Orton's been in limbo many times in his career.
Even in
07
limbo Randy Orton.
Like 2010, after he lost the title to Sheamus or whatever, or when he was going up against the title against Sheamus at fucking
2010 Randy Orton. And then there was after he lost to Mark Henry, Randy Orton was in a deep limbo. Like he wasn't doing shit.
Yeah, that's what Tyler Breeze is right now. He's there. NXT is like one of the top guys, but it's like I just don't really care about what feuds he's in right now. They need to do something with him. Put him with another person and put him in a tag team. Do something with them. But they're not doing nothing with him right now.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Ross, what do you think about Jushin Liger coming to the WWE for the first time?
I think it's pretty cool. Like you guys said, it'd probably make more sense to have him on the main show, for SummerSlam or something. But I guess WWE figures people who watch NXT are more likely to know about Jushin Thunder Liger, so that's probably their reasoning for putting him there instead of SummerSlam. But I think this is a good match for him. Going up with a young, athletic, high flyer kind of wrestler. So it should be a good match. I wouldn't be surprised to see Tyler Breeze win this one. I could also see Liger winning, but I don't know. I don't think Liger would mind losing this one to Tyler Breeze. So
I don't think WWE
back on the right track. You don't think they would do that?
Yeah, I don't think WWE will bring a legend like that and just have him lose. In my opinion.
Well, they did bring in Sting, and then Sting lost to the game.
That's different. Well, you know he is God. You can't compare God to Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze can barely get.
Well, Tyler Breeze is one of God's children. Triple H calls the NXT his children.
If he's one of God's children, I guess he's one of the redhead stepchildren. Yes.
Oh. There's also a women's title match, but I don't feel like talking about it because I've seen Sasha Banks and Bayley wrestle way too many times. Yes, it'll be a tremendous match. My girl Sasha Banks will definitely do well, but we've seen this too many fucking times. I don't care. Bayley to belly suplex. I don't care. Fuck the hippo.
Bayley's gonna win the match.
Yeah, Bayley's gonna win.
Well, I don't know. The tapings they had Sasha Banks with the title.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They said that it was a dark match though, but she was walking out with the championship. So.
I don't know, man.
Speaking of walking out with the championship.
Here's the thing. And this is why I don't like this. Whenever she's on Raw, she's the WWE NXT champion. She never has a fucking belt. I'm always trying to figure out why does WWE don't want to have her belt? Don't mention if she's supposed to be the NXT Women's Champion. Don't mention that she's the champion then. If you're not gonna have her have the belt.
Yeah, exactly. Because Kevin Owens, you would know he was the champion because he came out with the belt. But with Sasha Banks, you don't even know she's champion. You just say
exactly.
Well, WWE's making that up.
Try and introduce them to new audiences.
Fido and Spike. Speaking of Fido and Spike, could become NXT champion again, as reported by many websites that give out spoilers for the NXT. Kevin Owens at the last tapings walked out with the NXT championship. And this leads to a lot of speculation that Kevin Owens may become the NXT champion again. A lot of people don't know, and a lot of people said, "Well, the announcer never said new NXT champion in the announcements." Well, here's the thing, people. It's called the Performance Center, and it's called a fucking studio where WWE calls up these idiots and say, "Hey, re-record this for the show." WWE has done this in the past, where they have people re-record commentaries, such as like Kevin Owens when he beat John Cena after the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. They had him re-record a bunch of commentary with the commentator crew. The commentary guys re-record a lot of stuff, especially when it comes to NXT. Taz talked about it in his podcast where he would always be called back with Michael Cole to do a lot of re-commentary stuff for SmackDown. So this is nothing new where you can just re-record something. So as it stands right now, it seems like maybe Kevin Owens, after losing the NXT title, could possibly walk out as NXT champion again. If he does, good. I don't know why you're giving the belt to Finn Balor. He's so cool. Okay, cool. He comes out in Venom body paint and throws his hands in the sky and get new body paint, man. Like, okay, the Venom one is cool. I get it. But, like, WWE, you know it's like Carnage and Venom. You know this, but you try to label it as the Demon. What the? There ain't no demon. It's a symbiote. Maybe this is the nerd. Yeah, maybe this is the nerd coming out inside of me. But seriously, the Demon? Like, oh my god, the Demon has been unleashed. Why even give the belt to him? Like, this is what pisses me off. Kevin Owens, who was hot as fucking shit at the time, they decide, oh, let's just have him lose 2 big matches in a row to John Cena and Finn Balor. And really, to be honest, Finn Balor wasn't even ready to be a champion at this moment in time, in my personal opinion. I know a lot of you guys may think he's ready because he's one of your golden children, and he does foot stomps, and he does a bunch of other cool stuff that you guys like. You know, he wrestles like Low-Ki, Senshi, Kaval, whatever you want to fucking call him. Wrestles like one of those guys, so I don't know what they want. I don't know what they want to call him, but I get it. Finn Balor's a favorite, but I just see more money in Kevin Owens. I don't know if it's me just being delusional, but I just see Kevin Owens being champion again a better solution, and especially for you guys who love your Kevin Owens and Cesaro feud right now. This could add more to the Kevin Owens-Cesaro feud. That's just me. I'll speak my piece. It's a ladder match. It should be cool. I expect the pop-up powerbomb to be utilized in 8 million different ways with the ladder. Bunch of double foot stomps, demon face paint, and that's it. That's all I have to really say. Yeah. Anyone want to comment on this ladder match?
Yes.
Yeah, it should be pretty good. I mean, how can it not be? It's a ladder match. The only bad ladder matches, really, I guess Triple H and Owens. Well, I mean, Sledgehammer on.
I was gonna say Triple H and Nash.
Yeah, that's like one of the. I'm sure there's been like Raw ladder matches that have been like that. But yeah, like I think it'll be a good match. I'm not gonna really go into the spoilers or anything. I didn't really look at them, but I guess there's a way to get around that, and maybe Owens doesn't win the belt. I don't know, but like as for prediction, I would say Balor retains because I don't see.
Because he's boring, and NXT likes boring champions.
I mean, I don't think Balor's boring. I think he's a unique character, and the fans like him, and I don't see any reason to give Owens a belt. Like, I would kind of want to distance him from NXT now.
But they haven't. They still keep him around, and he's still doing the same shit.
Yeah.
I want to fight you for the title, but on my terms only. It's like, okay. What are your terms, Kevin Owens? You don't explain these terms. You just say they're my terms only. Oh, they're on my terms. Trust me, I know. I'm Kevin Owens. I like Kevin Owens. Huge Kevin Owens fan.
Are you trying to do like a French accent?
Yes, I am trying my best. It's hard to do the Kevin Owens voice because it kind of falls into the GSP voice category. So it's hard.
Oh, shit.
George St. Pierre for all you non-wrestling fans.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh no, I quoted an MMA fighter. Now I like Dana White. Wrestling's fake. Deal with it.
Oh, man. Look, this match here, it's going to be a great match. I don't really want to get into it. I mean, it's going to be a ladder match. We're going to see some fake package power driver side slams on the ladders and shit. So, have you ever seen Kevin Owens, aka Kevin Steen, in a ladder match? Watch him and Sami Zayn from their Ring of Honor match. Pretty good match. So that'll kind of give you an idea on what Kevin Owens can do in a match.
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought up his moveset. I like how Kevin Owens still uses his indie moveset, but he like really like changes all the moves. Instead of doing the brainbuster from the top, he does it like a side suplex, and instead of doing the package power driver, he does like some weird variant of it.
It's like a Kevin Owens call. It's like a Kevin Steen call in real life WWE right now. It's like, oh, I can't make the package power driver. Let me just do a slide slam combination instead. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, this match should be fine. Balor's gonna win. There's no reason why, and this is the only reason why Sasha Banks is still around and fucking Kevin Owens is still around and Charlotte's still around. They need these shots for their show for the NXT Takeover. After that show's over, Sasha Banks gonna lose. Bayley's gonna win.
Oh
Kevin
no!
Owens gonna lose. Yeah, unfortunately, Chase, I don't want her to lose either. But
The hippo can't be our champion.
Yeah, this is gonna be unfortunate.
Oh god, what's with the WWE and their animal love?
Regardless of the fact that they're gonna taper them off. They did the same thing with fucking Neville. So remember, Neville was still kind of around in NXT for a little bit. The Extension was still kind of around in NXT a little bit until after their final match. This is gonna be the same thing in this situation.
Oh well, wait until the takeover. Wait until after the takeover tapings. Neville makes his return to NXT.
Oh.
Makes his return. Spoiler alert for all of you guys. And frankly, if you care about NXT spoilers, what's your problem? Like, yeah, you should know what you expect every week from NXT. It's the same matches every week.
Yeah, most of the time
yeah.
The best teams on NXT so far, like, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but I liked when Chad Gable was trying to get whoever the fuck Jason Jordan to join his team. I thought that shit was hilarious. But Bull Dempsey has been the fucking star of NXT as of late. Oh my, those vignettes are just great. I love corny shit in wrestling, and that right there was great. You had Bull Dempsey, like it started out perfect. Bull Dempsey's all like, Mr. Regal, I'm sorry, he's all eating Doritos and shit, and saying that he's out of shape, and then they make him go through this training. And when he was doing the tire flip, I was dead. But because like it's so hypocritical because they were showing Bull Dempsey like when he was like getting that major push in the beginning, him like lifting like barrels of wood and shit and like saying like how tough and strong he was. But I just love how now they like just poke fun that he's like really fat and they're trying to make him lose weight. Great stuff. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's probably the most. It's as entertaining as the Bo Dallas stuff that they're doing a year ago.
Yeah.
Speaking of Bo Dallas, I don't know how this guy is not a fucking mid-card champion. This guy is just tremendous. Like, I was watching, I don't watch SmackDown, okay? That's off my list of watching of wrestling. I watch too much wrestling as it is. But Bo Dallas was trying to convince Ryback to make the IC title match a fatal 4-way. And then Ryback got his knee attacked by Bo Dallas after Bo Dallas said that he helped the knee get better. And then Bo Dallas was backstage and he was crying. And the guy was all asking Bo, what's wrong? And Bo's like, oh, these aren't tears of sadness. These are tears of joy. Because Ryback just showed me that he believes. It's so great. And he's all crying. And he's talking about how soon Ryback will be his. And I'm like, God damn, dude. How is this motherfucker not a mid-card champion? This guy's like the perfect dude. Oh, God.
I know Vince or whoever doesn't see him, so. Hey, should be mid-card champion, at least of something.
I remember, I was high on this motherfucker before he came onto the main roster. Everyone else was like, no, Bo Dallas sucked in NXT. Well, maybe you guys don't appreciate good character or talent because Bo Dallas is one of those guys. You don't have to always be like doing 8 million flips to be good in the ring. You just have to do the simple stuff. And that's what Bo Dallas does great. He just, his finisher is a stratisfaction. And he makes it work. It's great. I don't know how people don't like this guy. He should be so much better. Like Bo Dallas should have been the guy that feuded for John Cena and like be John Cena's stalker or something. I don't know. It would have been great. John Cena's like everything Bo Dallas wants to be. If anything, Bo Dallas would be John Cena's best friend. All right. Before we talk about SummerSlam, I want to ask you guys: did any of you guys check out the Rey Mysterio versus Sin Cara original match from Triplemania?
No.
All right, good, because it's dreadful.
Oh,
Sin Cara, the original Sin Cara, not the Hunico Sin Cara. The original Sin Cara was playing heel during the match, and they had like a bunch of random table spots, and he was botching almost every move, and Rey Mysterio had to carry the whole fucking match, which was pretty sad to see Rey Mysterio do everything.
Man. Yeah, that's sad. Oh, guys, when fucking Sin Cara came to WWE, Sin Cara versus Rey Mysterio WrestleMania match. That's why that match probably didn't happen if Sin Cara was still botching shit.
And he botched a lot, and I'm pretty sure this upsetted one of our old friend Beatles. I'm pretty sure Beatles was very upset that this
oh my God.
Inside joke for people who don't listen. We used to know this guy named Beatles, a pretty cool cat, I would say, and he was a huge Sin Cara fan. Like he would defend the original Sin Cara like crazy, and La Mystica. And I kept on thinking of it when I was watching the match, so that's why I said it must have disappointed Beatles that the match was so bad. But I just wanted to bring that out there, since this is a WWE podcast. And, these guys are former WWE stars, especially Rey Mysterio, multiple-time world champion and shit. Speaking of world champions, we're also going to talk a little TNA here for a bit. TNA is going to have Bound for Glory soon, and they already taped all the shows in between from Bound for Glory. And if you don't know what TNA is doing, they're doing some little GFW invasion, which makes no fucking sense because GFW is pretty much just TNA guys, and they're on the it pretty much is. But these are some of the matches that you can expect from Bound for Glory 2015. Now I'm gonna name Justin already knows, but Ross, I'm gonna name you 2 matches on this card. You tell me which one's the main event, okay? So we have Ethan Carter III versus Drew Galloway, and then we have Bobby Lashley versus Bobby Roode. Which one do you think is the main event?
Bobby Lashley and Bobby Roode.
Oh, well, you're wrong there, sir.
Wait. Ethan Carter, Derek Bateman, and Drew McIntyre is the main event?
Yeah, that's the main event with Jeff Hardy as a special guest referee.
You got a third-rate WWE superstar that never make up to the main roster, and you got a guy who has one of the fucking best themes that was wasted in the main event. I'm so mad that WWE just wasted that theme. Out of time.
Now say goodbye.
Man, that's a champion's theme right there.
Yeah, so EC3 versus Drew Galloway is for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Derek Bateman's the world champion, by the way, Ross.
Well, I mean, yeah, I knew that. So, it didn't surprise me to see Ethan Carter in that position, but, I didn't think Drew Galloway was in that position. I thought he was just kind of mid-card.
No, he actually won a battle royale 3 weeks ago to determine the number 1 contender for the world title.
He wins the battle royal.
TNA's Royal Rumble.
Yeah, TNA's Royal Rumble. So, so pretty much it's gonna happen. I don't know when it's happening. October 4th, with Jeff Hardy as a special guest referee.
That's early.
Yeah, and then Bobby Roode.
Really? 10.
I guess a week early.
Everybody remembers 10.
That's probably one of the greatest Bound for Glory moments. I can't wait till when TNA is done, and then we can do a podcast talking about the great times of TNA and then the worst times of TNA, because no wrestling promotion has more funny or worse times than TNA. I know people like to bash WCW 2001 a lot, but I think TNA throughout its 10 years has so much more funnier shit than WCW 2001. I don't know, Justin. I may be speaking out of term here, but I think there's more funnier.
No, TNA, in my opinion, I don't know why TNA is still around. Because they've done a lot more worse shit than what WCW did.
I mean, Devon Dudley was revealed as one of the leaders of Aces and Eights.
Look, when you had fans, you had fucking Jeff Hardy fucking fucked up and okay. At the end of the day, for most pay-per-view matches, main events, you had at least a match. Victory Road 2011, 2 minutes? seen Scorpion death drops and Jeff Hardy's just sitting in the room like, oh, what happened?
Yeah, and then Ross, Bobby Roode versus Bobby Lashley, which should be the main event of this show. And it's going to be the only match that I'm going to watch from Bound for Glory. I'm being dead serious when I say that. I am going to watch Bound for Glory 2015 for Roode and Lashley because I like the chemistry these guys put together, and it should have main evented last year's Bound for Glory. But it's for the King of the Mountain Championship.
that they're defending that?
Yeah.
Is this a King of the Mountain match?
No, it's just a regular match. It doesn't need to be a King of the Mountain match.
Match for the King of the Mountain title. What?
That's like having a Hell in a Cell. That's like having a Hell in a Cell champion and wrestling a fucking lumberjack match.
That's like defending the hardcore title in a singles match with all the rules.
Well, this is what TNA is doing. Well, Justin Gabriel in TV universe is the current King of the Mountain champion.
What?
Yeah.
How did he win the King of the Mountain?
Well, he won the
I didn't even know if he was in the company.
Wasn't Jeff Jarrett the King of the Mountain champion?
Yeah, but Jeff Jarrett's such a kind soul. He gave it up.
Oh, that's nice, man.
Yeah, he was all like, "Hey, don't want this anymore." But yeah, he's the King of the Mountain champion, and he won in a King of the Mountain match, which featured guys like Eric Young, Robbie E., Bobby Lashley, and I think there was one more other loser, but I can't remember his name. Bobby Lashley's not a loser. Bobby Lashley's a winner. All the other guys are losers. If TNA goes out of business, WWE, please re-sign Bobby Lashley, and please sign Bobby Roode. You know, those are two guys that I like. Should be with the company.
NXT.
No, Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar should fucking feud. That's a legit feud right there. All right, that's the other side wrestling notes that I want to talk about. What's going on? Actually, let's look at this Ring of Honor card. What's this Ring of Honor shit that they're having this Saturday as well, Ross? What's Ring of Honor going up to?
I don't really know, but I know Okada's gonna be there.
Oh, Okada, the Rain Man. Ugh.
Is that the one here in San Antonio? Because I was supposed to go to that show, but I was like, you know,
No, it's this Saturday. It's in New York. It's going at the same time.
Oh yeah, parties in June. That's why I fucking hate about Ring of Honor.
No, there's two. Yeah, there's one in Philly and then there's one in Brooklyn.
Yeah, Field of Honor 2015.
This Legion of WWE fans, like.
Yeah, no. Originally, Field of Honor was going to be Field of Honor was going to be before TakeOver, but then they were like, "Oh no, we're going to try to compete with TakeOver." Let's look at the card so far that we have. The main event is Dr. Agin versus Jay Lethal and Shinsuke Nakamura. Okay, I don't get that. Kazuchika Okada versus Roderick Strong. Why is Roderick Strong still wrestling? Fuck this.
Because it's Roderick Strong.
Fuck Roderick Strong. He's like the fucking poor man's Chris Candido, or what? Not Chris Candido. Who's the guy that got pushed and he's Steve Corino? There we go.
Oh, Steve Corino.
He's a poor man's Steve Corino. That's all Roderick Strong is.
That's even worse.
Mm-hmm. Steve Corino, all he does in ROH, like when he calls matches, he just yells super kick. It's like, shut up.
And he tries to be like a smart marky kind of guy on commentary.
We have War Machine, Hanson and Ray Rowe taking on the Killer Elite Squad, which features D.H. Schmidt and Lance Hoyt, otherwise known as Lance Archer.
Lance Archer?
Yeah.
Lance Archer.
Yeah, Lance Archer. He combined his two wrestling names together.
Lance Archer, Lance Hoyt.
Yes, what an idiot. You have the Briscoes taking on Time Splitters. That looks like a good match. Adam Cole and Christopher Daniels looks like another good match. See, when there's actually talent, I don't pick on the talent. Like, yeah, Jay Lethal and Shinsuke Nakamura are good, and same with Kyle O'Reilly, but fuck Bobby Fish. Anyways, what's it called? Adam Cole and Christopher Daniels. Goto versus Michael Elgin. Why is Goto on this card? That's stupid. Matt Sydal, ACH, and the Young Bucks versus the Kingdom. And
wait. You say Goto? Where the fuck is
Goto.
Yeah, the idiot that was in TNA.
Haruki Goto. No, different one.
Oh, okay. Wait, it's Gordo.
Grado? You mean Grado?
Yeah, that fucking idiot.
No, yeah, it's a different person.
Okay, never mind.
I'm so glad people don't like Grado because I didn't like him when I saw some of his independent stuff. And everyone's like, you gotta check out Grado. This guy's up your alley, Chase, because he's very comedic. I'm like, okay, I'll check him out. And he was so stupid. He comes out to a Madonna song dancing, and he's all like really fat and annoying. And so I was all like,
his promotional pictures really like anxiety. Like,
yeah.
He's like with his mouth open. I'm like, okay, no.
Yeah, some of his pictures, I was like, who is this? And I saw him.
It's like it just turns me off.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw him. Yeah, I don't really care for him.
Oh, but yeah, anyway, yeah, my bad.
We have Matt Sydal, ACH, and the Young Bucks. ACH once again in another fucking 8-man tag match. Yep. Taking on Roppongi Vice and the Kingdom. That seems like a nice little spot fest going on there. And then for the TV title, we have Kazarian. Oh, Moose. Good for Moose. I hope he wins it. Just to piss off fans. Oh, wait, Ross, do people like Moose now?
I think so.
All right, good. He's a good talent. I hope he comes to the WWE one day. Donovan Dijak. Oh, and speaking of, actually, let's finish this up, and then I'll talk about how happy I am 2 guys made their debut at the NXT tapings. Donovan Dijak, Cedric Alexander. Cedric Alexander's still getting title shots. Get the fuck out of here. Takaki Watanabe, Dalton Castle, who I think is a guy that you guys should check out.
Dalton Castle's pretty.
This dude has star written all over him. Too bad he's like really short. Otherwise, he'd be really good. But Dalton Castle, he's a future star. I think everyone's gonna jump on his bandwagon soon enough. Adam Page and Silas Young. Oh my God, he's still going at it.
Yep, Silas Young.
Oh God. All right, well, Silas Young, everybody. But yeah, speaking of which, speaking of indie talents, and since we're talking about independence before we get into SummerSlam, I know you guys are like, Chase, there's SummerSlam talk. Dude, what? There's a bunch of tag team matches. Teddy Long made this fucking card. I don't need to talk about it way too long anyways. There's only like a few matches where we're going to dive into great detail about. And besides, you guys always talk about, Chase, talk about everything else but WWE. And here I am giving you everything else but WWE. But anyways, I'm happy to say that 2 indie talents who I like made their WWE debuts. Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano wrestled at the last NXT tapings. Good. I've always been a fan of Tommaso Ciampa. I didn't realize.
I like Ciampa too.
Yeah, I was like, how come this fucker's not into WWE? He seems like a WWE built guy, and it's finally in WWE. And Johnny Gargano's a nice, solid little wrestler, nice little piece to a puzzle. So I like both of those guys, and I'm glad they're getting their chance to shine. So there you go. There's your TNA Indie Report, AAA, I guess, too. Lucha Underground. Don't know if they're going to get a season 2. So there you go. There's all your TNA stuff and
I can
other
just
wrestling.
imagine Vince saying Tommaso for the first time. Tommaso Ciampa. Wow.
Tommaso Ciampa. That sounds like a name he would have came up with.
Yeah, Vince would love that. That sounds like a great name. Vince would,
exactly.
If he was in the '90s, Vince would be saying that name like so fast. Like, who was that guy that Lita was with for a little bit?
S.A. Rios.
S.A. Rios.
Savio Vega.
Savio Vega. Yeah, Savio Vega. There we go.
Just picture Savio Vega versus Tommaso Ciampa on Superstars.
Yeah, that sounds like 1996 WWF right there.
All right, now it's time to talk about what this podcast is ultimately about. SummerSlam 2015, live from the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. ESPN is going to be covering this, which is pretty cool for the WWE to get ESPN. Obviously, Jonathan Coachman is going to be involved with it some way, somehow. If we don't get a Coach and Rock segment, this is an epic fail. I'm sorry. You can't have the Coach there without the Rock, pretty much owning his ass. Owning his Rudy Poo ass all around the arena. But ESPN's covering it. Good for WWE. They got ESPN to cover their sport. It just shows how slow it is down there in the ESPN offices where they're covering WWE.
But they can take advantage if they really want to. They can take advantage of this every year. At least have something on ESPN at least once a year. So
I'm surprised they didn't try to get this for WrestleMania because there's really nothing going on in March for sports wise. So I'm surprised.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, March Madness would come first.
And then, preseason, or I mean, not like
spring training
thing for baseball. Yeah.
Yeah, spring training for baseball. Yeah.
Yeah, because it must be really slow in the ESPN offices for them to go to WWE SummerSlam. But anyways, let's talk about some of the loser matches at SummerSlam. Our boys, Ross, Randy Orton, and Sheamus, once again having another match, fella. Come on, let's go. Get hype. Come on. I hate when Randy Orton does that. Like, stop it. That's just so embarrassing. When he comes to the ring and the crowd's kind of like giving him a half pop, he's like, come on, let's go. It's like, God damn, stop. It's so sad. Let's go, everybody. Get pumped.
Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained, fella?
Love Sheamus, hero face. Like, Sheamus is my dude. But you know,
Sheamus is my dude.
like, what you know what's sad though? Like, we got Sheamus versus Randy Orton, like at SummerSlam, right? What happened 5 years ago at SummerSlam?
5 years in the making.
Sheamus versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship.
Fuck, man. It's just like, do they plan this shit like 5 years later? Sheamus, you're still gonna be a heel. Randy, you're still gonna be a face, but it's not gonna be for the title. Like, what the fuck?
Hey, what? You know what also happened 5 years ago for Wade Barrett? He got buried.
Oh, no. We're gonna get into that in a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that.
Man, we're gonna get into that a little bit.
But Randy Orton and Sheamus are having another match. Randy Orton won at the last pay-per-view, so I expect Sheamus to get the win back. It should be like any other Randy Orton and Sheamus match. Bunch of punches, kicks, JBL saying, "This is a fight, Moggle!" Ha ha! And there we go. That's what we're going to get.
Sheamus is gonna win.
Yep, Sheamus winning. Justin, you agree?
Oh my God. Sheamus winning. Yeah, sure, why not?
All right. The feud that will never end. Ryback, Big Show, and The Miz. I don't know why this is going on. Seriously, this feud is never ending. The Miz once again finds his way on a SummerSlam card. And really, to be honest, I won't be. I love Ryback. I'm glad that they finally made a wake up T-shirt for him. You know, when I saw that, I thought about you, Justin, because you always said wake up when.
I've been saying it for a long time, like, wake up.
Yeah, every time when Ryback would come out, Justin over here would be like, wake up.
I'm talking about like in 2013, you know, with like 2012. When he was saying wake up, I'm like, why the hell is he saying wake up for? What the fuck? It's feeding time. But I think Miz is gonna win.
Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna say. I think like I love Ryback. He's my boy and all. I wish him the best success, but I think the Miz is gonna win here.
Yeah, Miz will be a good transitional IC champ
To the Big Show.
Like that every time he wins the belt, he just loses it like a month or two later.
It doesn't even fucking matter. Like this guy should be fucking main eventing the SummerSlam. Period. I mean, theoretically, think about it. The Miz should be main eventing SummerSlam. This guy fucking main eventing WrestleMania. How can you go from main eventing WrestleMania like almost 5 years ago to like, you know, bottom of the card to mid card at fucking SummerSlam 2015? You know?
Yeah, well, that's just how the progression works in the WWE. You don't go up, you just go down.
Yeah, I mean, Jack Swagger is not even fucking. He was world champion. He's barely. The only time I see fucking Jack Swagger is like in the background, fucking Xavier Woods' fucking video game videos. That's the only time I can see Jack Swagger.
Hey, that's the only time you'll see Damien Sandow too. Remember, Sandow was like this hot thing. Everyone was like, we want Mizdow. Well, guess what? Mizdow's no more, and now he's a nobody.
But he's a star in fucking.
Macho Sandow.
He's no longer Macho Mandow anymore.
No, I thought he was still teaming with Axel.
No, they ruined that. They ruined that gravy train. That was like
rapping like in fucking Xavier Woods' fucking.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
it's hilarious, but yeah,
he rapped in that video. Yeah, up, down, down.
Yeah, so Xavier Woods video game channel plug. But yeah, anyways, Big Show is just kind of there to be there. Miz is gonna win, in my opinion. Justin, you?
Yeah, I'm going Miz.
Ross, you?
I'll go ahead and predict Ryback to retain.
All right. We have the primetime players defending their tag team titles against Los Matadores, the Lucha Dragons, and the New Day in a Fatal 4-Way tag team match for the WWE Tag Team Championships. I don't care. I'm glad that the New Day is finally getting over, even though I don't really like the gimmick. I'm glad that fans are liking it now. These three deserve better, but hey, they're getting over, so that's good. I'm glad Primetime Players are over. Lucha Dragons are not over, which does not surprise me because Kalisto should be on his own, but for reasons unknown to me, they just like to ruin this young little talent. And the Los Matadors still have a job, which surprises me. Where the fuck are the damn Usos? Where are my fucking Usos at? I miss the fucking Usos. I need these fuckers back in my life.
I think I don't know if it's Jimmy. I think it's Jimmy.
No, it's whichever one's injured. Get your fucking fat ass back in shape, because I need you guys back in my life.
He's supposed to be back. Probably soon.
Whoa, this is way too late because I'm missing my. What's up? I'm gonna go with the friend to take. And then when I say who, you say so. Oh, like I miss that shit.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks, but I mean, we gotta stick with this here. I mean, with the tag teams, but I mean, yeah, it's sad that Los Matadors is still here. Like, are they turning heel?
Yeah, they've been heel for a while.
They're heel? What?
Been heel for a while.
Yeah, they've been heel for a while now.
Since when?
Since after Mania. Since after Mania, they like randomly turned heel. Yeah.
So
Yeah, El Torito's been. Yeah, they've been heel since after WrestleMania. They just turned heel.
Holy shit! Oh my god!
Yeah, that's the. No, I knew this just because what's it called? JBL was saying something stupid on commentary. No, JBL said this on commentary. JBL was all like, "Oh, don't you like the new aggressiveness of the Los Matadors? No more flying around for their mago." Like that's all he said, and so now they're more heelish. Like they don't fly around as much.
All right. Well, all right. Thank you, WWE, for the notification.
I think they turned heel on a SmackDown. I can't tell you which one, but I know they turned heel. All right.
Nice.
So who's winning?
Well, I mean, I don't really expect. Have they announced a pre-show match yet, or are they even gonna have a pre-show match?
No, I think they're just doing the ESPN coverage, and then I don't think they're gonna have pre-show.
Okay.
If anything, this probably will get. I'm pretty sure this would get regulated.
What type of matches are pre-show matches? So
I'm pretty sure this would get regulated out of all the matches.
Yeah. Well, I don't know who y'all think is gonna win this match.
I honestly fear that they're going to give the belt to the Los Matadors just because they're really they're not stable with their tag team division. Because I felt the New Day should have been champions still, but they gave it to the Primetime Players way too early, in my opinion. And I'm a huge Titus O'Neil fan, so that should show you how much I feel like they gave the Primetime Players the belts way too early. I'll say Primetime retains, I guess. I don't know who's gonna win. It's kind of a good thing. Yeah, I mean it's kind of a good thing that I don't know who's gonna win, but at the same time I don't really care for any of these teams. Like I only like the Primetime Players because of Titus O'Neil. I don't really like the New Day gimmick, but I like all three guys a part of the New Day. Los Matadors I don't give a shit about anyways. Lucha Dragons, like poor Kalisto is being held back. It's sad. So I don't care.
New Day wins and that'll probably set up a return feud with New Day and maybe the Usos possibly. If the Usos get back healthy, because the Usos, they're kind of coming back as face, so.
Yeah.
No, they're gonna come back as heel. What are you talking about?
They come back as heel, and then.
They're gonna come out to Naomi's new theme song. I'm a man, yeah. He's it.
That's a fucking great thing.
Ross, who do you have winning this?
I think Primetime Players are probably going to retain. And then they'll probably pin one of the other teams, like Los Matadors. And so
El Torito.
El Torito.
So they can continue the New Day and Primetime Players feud again into Night of Champions.
And I hope
that's where they win the belts. And
I really hope I don't have to hear this phrase from JBL, because this phrase always pisses me off when he says this. When El Torito's in the ring and he starts dancing, he's like, "The ball's twerking, Michael!" Like, fuck. Why are you saying such a stupid thing? Speaking of stupid things, Dolph Ziggler and Rusev are having a feud. I liked emo Rusev for a bit. That shit was hilarious, but sad at the same time. When he was talking Lana, I thought that shit was hilarious, but it's sad what what has become of Rusev, because a guy with so much potential and talent is now like doing absolutely nothing. Same with Dolph Ziggler, a guy with potential and talent doing absolutely nothing. Should be a decent match between these two, but I just don't care about the storyline. Lana and Summer Rae, sure, they will have their little cat fight exchange. I expect Ziggler to win here. And everyone will be like, yeah, Ziggler's on another push. Hashtag push Ziggler. And then he goes back to relegating to a bunch of losers.
Yeah, you know what? I actually am not really liking the feud. I mean, I like Ziggler. I like Rusev. So, I mean, and this match is going to be funny to me, so I am going to be entertained by this, because I want to see Rusev do his masturbation, fucking double fist pump. I want to see Ziggler be Ziggler, I want to see Lana stay stuffed up, and, Summer Rae looking like a deer in the headlights. But yeah, this match is going to be fun. It's going to end between Summer Rae and Lana in the ring. And I don't think WWE's gonna have Lana look stupid in the ring at one of their biggest shows. She's supposed to be one of the next, probably like the next big diva. So
yeah,
I'll say Ziggler and Lana win this match. But Rusev won't get pinned or nothing like that. So Rusev will stay strong in that.
Oh no, I see a cat fight breaking out, and then Rusev's too busy looking at that. Then a super kick, jumping DDT, zigzag win. And it's like, I'm here to show the world, come on!
Yeah. Or I think Lana will just pin Summer Rae, because Summer Rae is really just the...
No, I think it's a singles match.
Oh, it's a singles match. Oh, I thought they were going to do a fucking...
I guess that they could always have another match.
Well, no, then weren't they going to do a fucking, what do you call it? Like a mixed tag?
No, it's just a regular singles match.
Well, what the fuck was I thinking? Okay, well, yeah, Ziggler's
involved. Yeah! Ross?
Yeah, it would make sense storyline wise for the face after being taken out for a little while to come back and get their revenge and get the win. So, yeah, I picked Ziggler, but I could see it going either way. And,
yeah, like Rusev could easily win this match just because he's still Rusev and WWE still thinks he's like undefeated. So like, because like he's still doing the same shit that he was when he was undefeated. He's like beating a bunch of people, hitting the accolade and everything like that, having the flag drop down.
But yeah, like the feud, it's been going on quite some time now. Like it's been like 2 months, 2.5 months. So
it's like 4 months,
or maybe even 4. Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, ever since Rusev lost.
Lana first kicked Ziggler back in like fucking May.
Yeah, so like it's been a while. It's had some funny moments.
Dog Ziggler.
What?
Oh no, Rusev has been fucking hilarious.
Yeah, Rusev's been great. I've been liking Rusev.
It's fucking hilarious. Like, really fucking playing this feud.
Yeah.
Probably unintentionally being funny, but like still being funny regardless.
Yeah. Definitely.
So you have Dolph Ziggler winning?
Yeah, Ziggler. Gotta go with my boy Ziggler.
All right. What other matches do we have here? Which one should I talk about next? We got a bunch of tag matches, then we got a bunch of single matches. Let's talk about the Divas Revolution match, which WWE had to explain to the fans because I guess fans are stupid. Like the fans didn't know how this elimination match was going to work, and WWE had to explain to them that only one person from each team has to be pinned to get eliminated for the whole team. So we have Team Bella, which features our Divas champion, Nikki Bella, and her sister, Brie Bella, and Alicia Fox, which makes sense, taking on Team Bad, Beautiful, and Dangerous, Naomi, Sasha Banks, and Tamina, so all the colored chicks. And then Team PCB, because Submission Sorority, I guess, is a porno website, and WWE can't have that. Paige, Charlotte, and Becky Lynch. And this triple threat elimination. The Bella Twins have been kind of being little bitches as of late, which is like probably pretty shocking for a lot of wrestling fans. But it's time to establish the dominance that Fearless Nikki has over the Divas division, as Team Bella will win this match and what will be a clusterfuck to no end. I know a lot of people are going to be like, it's going to be good. Yeah, it's going to be a good clusterfuck, and it's definitely going to be funny as fuck. I can tell you that right now. But yeah, so Team Bella will win this match, mainly because Nikki hasn't been looking good. She didn't wrestle at the last pay-per-view. She lost to Sasha Banks. The Team Bad won at the last pay-per-view. Team PCB, it seems like a team that WWE doesn't even know what they want to do with it. Like it's been throughout Paige's career, like the WWE does not know what to do with her. Becky Lynch is just Paige 2.0. And Charlotte, the only reason why she is. Becky Lynch is Paige 2.0. I don't give a fuck. Everyone's going to be like, oh, she's going to do great. Yeah, she's going to have that one breakout match, and all the fans are going to get behind her, and the WWE will push her for a cup of coffee. But that's it. That's all her career is going to be. I mean, Charlotte is going to have a successful career just because of who her dad is. Let's just be real here. Like, I like Charlotte as a talent. She's really good, but let's just be real here. The only reason why she's in this position because of her dad. So, yeah, Team PCB is just like kind of like the lost team. Fearless Nikki and her team will win, and it'll be because of a rack attack onto Sasha Banks just to piss off the NXT fans.
I can see that. Oh, man. This match here, it just seems like at a lot of SummerSlams, like you have like a tag elimination match.
Okay.
When was the last one?
SummerSlam 02, was it? No, that was Survivor Series 02. Never mind.
No, No, SummerSlam. We were just talking about earlier. SummerSlam 2010.
Oh yeah, 5 years in the making.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
DDT on the concrete.
Yeah, like just imagine like 5 years ago at SummerSlam 2010, you had great guys who fucking main evented that pay-per-view, like Wade Barrett, Daniel Bryan, Ryback, and Michael Tarver. I mean,
I was a big Michael Tarver guy.
He's the only one that they couldn't make it with a fucking contract.
Don't forget, Heath Slater pinned Edge and Chris Jericho.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Slater Gator.
Oh, Gator. Oh, man. Like, we're talking about SummerSlam 2010 instead of this match here. Okay. But seriously, this match here, yeah, I see the Bella Twins win because they just keep losing and losing and losing and losing and losing. And, like, if they lose again, like, they're done. If they lose again, Nikki might as well just give up the fucking belt because she has like a back injury right now, from what I know, and she may need to give up the title soon anyway. But,
Fearless Nikki is not giving up that belt, Justin. How dare you?
She's gonna need to because.
Do you realize who she's fucking?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, exactly.
She is Cena fucking the Divas division. I don't know. I see Team Bella winning. Perhaps Nikki pinning. I can see Nikki pinning, like actually pinning Charlotte to really piss off.
No, you know what pissed off the IWC? You have it where Nikki hits a double rack attack on Paige and Sasha Banks, and then Brie Bella hits the Daniel Bryan running knee onto Charlotte, and then afterwards Nikki puts on the Yes Lock and Charlotte taps out to the Yes Lock. That'd be great. I just booked a way to piss off the IWC. You're welcome, WWE. If I see that fucking finish, I'm calling it a trademark. I'm going to sue your asses in court. I will.
This is being recorded 2 days before the pay-per-view. Oh, not 2 days. Wow, what the fuck am I talking about?
4 days, like 5 days.
Yeah, 4 or 5 days before the pay-per-view. I'm thinking it takes fucking Friday, that's why. So.
Ross, what are your thoughts about the Diva Revolution match?
It should be a solid Divas match. I really think it just comes down to two teams, PCB and Team Bella. I don't think Bad's gonna win because
they're too black for WWE.
They're too black, so WWE's racist. You know, they're not gonna have one. I guess PCB. I don't know. I can see them winning, but I can also see the Bellas. It's kind of 50-50.
All right.
I guess go PCB. I don't know.
Wow, you have faith that WWE will push the women that they don't know how to push. That's great to know.
Yeah.
All right, speaking of people that WWE don't know how to push, Kevin Owens taking on Cesaro for nothing. It's just a match. Kevin Owens is mad. You know, I lost to John Cena, and now I have nothing to do. And Cesaro is stealing my love. And Cesaro's like on the microphone, Kevin, you going to face me, and I'm going to like Cesaro's terrible on the mic. Holy fucking shit! Like. No wonder why Chris Hero did all the talking with the Kings of Wrestling. I thought Cesaro could improve on the mic, but this dude's microphone challenge, man. This guy is stuttering every 5 minutes. He seems uncomfortable holding that microphone. Like, you know, some superstars, like, even when they're uncomfortable holding the microphone, they don't look as stiff. They try to loosen up a bit. like Cesaro just looks stiff as fuck holding that microphone. Like I remember I was watching because I was watching some old matches to see what kind of were like the match of the year contenders, and you know everyone loves that Cena Cesaro match that happened on Raw, so I was like, I'll go watch that. And so I was watching the promo beforehand. You know, Kevin Owens comes out. He's like, I want to fight you again, John. Fight you now for the United States title. And then Cesaro comes out, and Cesaro just looked lost. Like he was all like, "You get down to the ring now." Because I go beat you up. And I'm like, what are you saying? Oh my God, you just feel nervous saying that you're going to beat someone up? Like, But yeah, so Kevin Owens and Cesaro, two guys who should be so much more, but aren't. You know, everyone had high hopes for Kevin Owens, came onto the main roster, beat John Cena in his first ever WWE main match. It's like, holy shit, this guy's going to the fucking moon. He should face Brock Lesnar or Undertaker. Like, god damn, people were high on Kevin Owens. And just like everyone else that faces John Cena, LOL, Cena wins. Yeah, exactly. And then Cesaro, you know, he had another good match with Cena. And now he's getting pushed, and everyone's like, oh, we love Cesaro, he's good in the ring. But you guys just finally figured this shit out? Fuck you. He's just getting pushed for another cup of coffee. But the Cesaro section, I don't give a fuck about the Cesaro section. WWE doesn't give a fuck. They ain't gonna... Cesaro's getting pushed for another cup of coffee. Did you guys not watch 2014 when everyone thought Cesaro was on a major push when he won the Andre the Giant Battle Royal and what happened afterwards? This dude is unpushable by the WWE. They don't want to push him. He should be so much more, but the WWE won't push him. But nonetheless, this should be a great match. I expect these two to go out there and have a good little spot-worthy match with Cesaro winning because Kevin Owens is now like #1 jobber in the WWE.
Oh, man.
It upsets me that he's the #1 jobber. I will get a Kevin Owens. I just love how Kevin Owens talks. It's so funny.
Yeah, it's pretty hilarious.
You want some? Come get some. I was like, oh my god.
Speaking of talking, you were talking about Cesaro talking how he's so uncomfortable on the mic. Would you love to see a Cesaro versus the fucking Evan Bourne feud?
Oh my god.
That'd be great.
I'll always remember Evan Bourne's fucking promo from before Money in the Bank 2011. It was literally these words, and I'm shit you not, word for word. This is what he said. Guys, you guys are counting me out of this match, but you shouldn't. I know how to fly, and I'm going to climb up that ladder and become Mr. Money in the Bank. Like, that's what he literally said. And that was it. And then everyone else, like, counter talks and stuff, but Evan Bourne didn't. He just stood there doing nothing.
Oh, man. Good old 2010.
I love it.
2010 was a great year. But yeah, this match, though, I think WWE may let him wrestle a Ring of Honor type match.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure what the fuck they want to do it, except for package power drivers. But I mean...
and brainbusters. No brainbusters.
Yeah, and brainbusters too. But like, I think they just let him fucking wrestle a Ring of Honor type match, which would be cool. You know what I mean? And I said this once, and I'll say it again. WWE does Ring of Honor better than Ring of Honor. Look at NXT, and they'll probably just let them wrestle a fucking pretty much NXT type match here. At the end of the day, man, I really don't know who will win this match because, I mean, Kevin Owens needs it way more than Cesaro, but I don't think there's gonna be a winner. I think it's gonna be like a disqualification or a count out or something very, very cheap, but something like that's gonna happen. I can't really say who's gonna win the match, though, but it should be a fucking great match.
Yeah, this is gonna be a great match. It's gonna be a match that everyone's gonna be like match of the year contender and all that other stuff. I just don't like it because there's no storyline behind it. It's just that like it's just because Kevin Owens is like, I want to fight you, and this is always like, let's do it. It's like, goddamn. Ross, who do you think's winning?
I think they're gonna give it to Owens.
No.
I think this whole thing is really designed to kind of get Owens back on the right track after losing to Cena a couple times. So I think they got more of a plan for Owens than they do Cesaro. So
yeah,
Owens probably gonna win. But yeah, should be a really good match.
Well, at the end of the day, someone's gonna be pissed off, and the IWC is gonna be so pissed off either way because Cesaro lost, Kevin Owens lost, so you can't win with that. So.
Oh, of course.
Yep, but this should be a great in-ring affair. up next, we're going to talk about another tag team match, and this is. Oh no, we have 2 more tag team matches. I forgot about the broken hat. Yeah, there's 2 more. There's 10 matches on this show, people. Like this is more than WrestleMania.
For our event, first time in SummerSlam history. So
first time ever, 4-hour event. SummerSlam's gonna be epic, right, Stephanie? Yeah, that's Triple H for you. Arrow and Neville are gonna take on Stardust and the Cosmic King. Stephen Amell and Stardust, they had a stare down at a Raw. And I guess this was like a big deal. Like seriously, who the fuck cares? But I guess they've been trying to push this, and then Stephen Amell like made all the wrestling fans jizz because he jumped over a fucking rope and speared Stardust. And yeah, you know, I think Schlug Daddy said in his Raw review, it was kind of sad that Stephen Amell looked like a bigger star than Neville. It's like, yeah. and it's true. Like Stephen Amell felt like this guy should be our world champion right now. Like he would be a great world champion. I could see it if he could actually wrestle. But yeah, we know how this is going to end. A celebrity's involved. Why push Cody Rhodes after his father, the late great Dusty Rhodes, passed away? Why give Cody Rhodes any sort of push? Why even try to make Cody Rhodes relevant again? No, let's just stick him in fucking paint, have him hump the fucking air, and do this stupid Stardust shit. Why push Wade Barrett? Why make Bad News Barrett into a big deal? Yeah, let's give him the key in the ring and make him into an ultimate jobber. That makes fucking sense, right? Yeah, man, let's just push Neville, the man that created forgot, and Stephen Amell, who's only here for just one pay-per-view. Let's just do that. So,
did you say the man that created forgot?
Yeah, the man that created forgot Neville. He is. The creative forgot about him. Like they don't know who the.
That's brilliant. That is brilliant.
I didn't think about it. I saw someone post it and I started laughing my ass off because he is the man that created forgot. Like Neville's someone that he just doesn't do anything. He just kind of goes out there and he just points his hands in the air and then they're on break orbit and then he kicks a couple times. He does like a flip over the rope and then he goes to the top rope, points his ears again, does a red arrow, and it's like, yeah. Like before they were booking Neville good because they weren't making him do red arrow every match, but now they're making him do red arrow every match, and so now he seems like Evan Bourne. I can't wait till he faces Randy Orton. And he does a red arrow into an RKO.
You know that's gonna happen.
Well,
I already seen it like that before, Michael.
Michael, I've never seen anything like that. Randy Orton, if you had a sports entertainer from the ground up, you get Randy Orton. Like he says that every time Randy Orton goes for the pose. Like anytime Randy Orton goes for the pose, it's like if you build a sports entertainer from the ground up, you get Randy Orton. One of the best today, Michael. But yeah, seriously, like Neville and Stephen Amell, like it's cool that an actor actually cares about WWE and is willing to wrestle a match, but it's just like, you know, this seems like a bigger deal if you had like a Stardust win this match or a King Barrett win this match too. Like I feel like, you know, they're just wasting potential with 2 young guys who have a lot of potential. You know, it's just like it's kind of like in like basketball, you have like 2 guys on the bench who are really good. It's like the Oklahoma City Thunder in the past. Like, they had, like, James Harden and a bunch of other dudes on the bench that were better than, like, Thabo Cephalosha and Kendrick Perkins. But yet they still started Thabo Cephalosha and Kendrick Perkins. That's just how it is with this match right here. It's like, okay, we have, like, James Harden and, like, Cody Rhodes. And then we have, like, Reggie Jackson and, like, King Barrett. Instead of, like, making these guys into our stars, let's just have it where it's, like, Stephen Amell, who's only here for, like, 2 minutes. And the man that created forgot, get the win. Like, why? Like, it upsets me because Cody Rhodes should be doing so much more, and same with King Barrett. But anyways, yeah, Stephen Amell and Neville are going to win. I see Stephen Amell doing some stupid move that the fans are going to overrate, like a Swanton Bomb or something, to pin Stardust, and then followed by Red Arrow. And it's going to be like, oh, it's the green arrow and the red arrow, Michael. Ha ha. So, there you go.
Jesus Christ.
I just want to know what Stephen Amell is going to be wearing. Is he going to wear his arrow getup? Like,
yeah, I don't know what the fuck he's gonna wear. I don't give a shit.
I hope he doesn't wear his douchey backwards hat. I'm sorry, man. This dude looks like a douche. He has like that backwards hat on and a gray t-shirt. Like, look at this douchey backwards hat. I hope he doesn't wear that.
Like, and what channel does Arrow come on? Like the CW or something?
Yeah, CW.
Like, it's not like it's like on AMC or HBO. Like, Yeah, CW. Oh, it's on fucking network TV. Oh yeah,
I will say,
you're a huge fucking star, Stephen Amell.
I will say, I've seen Arrow. Arrow is a good show. I like Arrow. It's a good show.
No. I'm not saying it's a bad show. I'm just saying like you're
Yeah, no, it's on the CW. I'm just trying to say to people who haven't seen Arrow, you should go see it because it's on Netflix.
Yeah, but
is Arrow the show where our boy from Prison Break's on, or is that the Flash?
That's the Flash.
So
Michael Scofield's on the Flash. Ross, come on.
Yeah, Schofield's on the Flash.
Yeah, but I mean, for this match itself, I mean, just fucking Stephen Amell never wins. I don't even have shit to say about this match.
Yeah, no, I'm just depressed. Like, the Cosmic King and Stardust are dropping. And I don't even like Stardust. Like, I hate the fucking gimmick. I just wish Cody Rhodes would do better.
Oh, yeah, did you see Barrett's new robe?
No, dude, that looks something like from 1990 that the Warlord would
No,
wear.
that looks like something for fucking, like, I can't think right now.
Like, Farouk would have worn that in 1990.
No, it looks like fucking something out of fucking Hulk Hogan's movie, No Holds Barred.
Gary.
Yeah, it look like something that's like out of No Holds Barred. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. That's like what Zeus was wearing.
Yeah, Zeus, yeah.
Okay, now it looked like something that Zeus was wearing.
I wouldn't be surprised if they pulled out of the WWE warehouse and said, "Wear this, Barrett."
That was Zeus just to wear?
Yes, it is, and you're gonna wear it too, damn it. Ross, what do you think?
Well, yeah, I'm looking at right now. Yeah, it looks like it. Look, I mean, it's not a role per se, but like it looks.
For the people who are listening to this via YouTube, I'll have a picture of this so that way you guys can see if it looks like it. I'm actually gonna try to edit this YouTube video instead of being lazy. But for all the people listening on SoundCloud, I'm sorry.
Like I can see where they got the idea from.
All right, Ross, what's your prediction?
The celebrity always wins. The end.
All right. The Shield takes on the Wyatt family. That's what it is. Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper taking on Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose. What the fuck are you doing, WWE? What the fuck? I don't even care. No, actually, I would care. I just hope Sting shows up and woos a couple times and hits Bray Wyatt with a baseball bat and stuff.
Yeah, right. I wish.
That's the only thing that'll save this match for me, because I don't need to see the Shield versus the Wyatt family again. Like, we're only missing Seth Rollins. We're not missing Garbage Man all that much. But seriously, who cares? Like, who the fuck cares? Dean Ambrose should have been, world champion at this point in time, but he isn't. Same with Roman Reigns. Same with Bray Wyatt. They should all be bigger than they are. But instead, they're just regulated to this nonsense where it's like, Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper are taking on Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose. What's big about this match besides like, it's Shield versus Wyatt again?
The only thing I'm really concerned with is like nothing was gonna happen in this match. Is like the two fucks is actually gonna happen in the match itself. It's just whenever Roman Reigns or whenever Dean Ambrose turn on each other, because it's gonna happen sooner or later. Because they keep saying, "Oh, my best friend, my best friend." Oh, yeah. He's my best friend.
They're hinting it, but I see Dean Ambrose being the one to.
Ambrose is gonna turn when they do the turn.
I just don't know when. I just don't know when it's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen. Again.
Yeah, I can see it where like Bray Wyatt pushes Ambrose, and Ambrose does that stupid clothesline, and instead of clothesizing Bray Wyatt, clotheslines Roman Reigns, and then then Michael Cole gets into the voice, guys. Did you just see what we did there? I don't believe it, Michael. This is terrible. Dean Ambrose just betrayed his best friend. Oh, like that's how the commentators act whenever that happens. Like they get all excited, like, oh, this is just sickening. This is just sickening, Michael. Like they're best friends. Like I saw one of the I like Dean Ambrose, and I think Roman Reigns is improving on the mic, but I saw one of those stupidest promos. Like Roman Reigns, like, we're like brothers. We know everything about each other. Dean, how do I like my beer? Cold. And I was like, oh my god, what the fuck? Like, they're taking it too bro-y for me. Like, Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose shouldn't be all bro-y like that. Like, that doesn't fit his character whatsoever to be like a bro.
Yeah.
You might as well just.
He was like, bam!
He's like, bam! Like Roman Reigns, like, what the fuck? It was just, it wasn't like funny, like, because what they said was funny. It was like more of like, it was funny because it was super embarrassing and bad. But yeah, it was just really bad. And yeah, so there could be possibly up to 2 or 3 things that happen at this. Either we get a straight up tag match, which Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose will win, because I don't see what the point of giving Bray Wyatt a win here is for. Sting coming out and hitting people with baseball bats, or Dean Ambrose betraying Roman Reigns and the commentators acting all shocked and being like, guys, this is terrible. I don't believe it, Michael. I guarantee you, JBL will say that once Dean Ambrose turns on Roman Reigns. They're brothers, they're friends. I don't believe it, Michael.
Yeah, I don't really have a prediction on this match. If I since I'm doing this here, I have to make a prediction, so I will go with Ambrose and Reigns.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with too, because Wyatt won at Battleground. So
Oh, that match was atrocious too. Oh my god. I've never, like, I'll be dead honest here. Like I watched like fucking like the I watched WCW Uncensored 1995 and was able to stay awake during that shit. I fell asleep during Bray Wyatt and Roman Reigns. Like, that's how bad it was. I woke up and I was hearing John Cena's theme music blaring that he won against Kevin Owens. That's how I woke up. To brr, 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 brr. Like, fuck. Ugh. But yeah, so there we go. The Shield and Wyatt rematch. It's going to go to the Shield. All right. Title versus title. And it's WrestleMania 6 all over again, baby. Except the stars are not as big as those ones. We have John Cena, the WWE Heavyweight Champion, taking on the current WWE Heavyweight Champion, Seth Rollins. And no, I did not mispronounce that. John Cena is a WWE Heavyweight Champion. The United States title is not the fucking mid-card title. What are you talking about? He's the real World Heavyweight Champion. I don't care what anyone says. John Cena is always the World Champion in my book. So the John Cena Championship and the World Heavyweight Championship are going to be defended here. The winner will become the double champion, except if Seth Rollins wins it, it will just become the United States title again and hold no importance whatsoever. Most likely it will get vacated. But it's another John Cena and Seth Rollins match. If you've seen one of them, you've seen them all. John Cena cut probably one of his best promos ever last Monday on Raw. Best part is when he said that he was going to come to the pay-per-view and do what he always does, and that is win. And said that Seth Rollins sucks as champion because half the building is saying Cena sucks and half the building is saying let's go Cena, and no one gives a damn about you, Jack. And then also the other part that I liked is when he insulted Triple H and we had a mini Cena and Triple H stare down, which got me excited that Triple H could become world champion again. Other than that, I just see this match being kind of whatever. I see Triple H making a run-in when John Cena is about to win, pedigreeing John Cena, throwing Seth Rollins on top of him. Seth Rollins wins, and then the next night on Raw, Seth Rollins is like, ha ha ha, I beat you, John, and blah blah blah. And Triple H is going to be like, actually, I beat him, and Seth, I want that title. And then pedigree Seth Rollins, gets major babyface reaction. And then the fans rejoice at Night of Champions when Triple H becomes a 14-time WWE World Heavyweight Champion. That's how I would book it, because I want Triple H as World Champion again. But honestly, I'm not going to bet against him. I'm tired of betting against him. John Cena's going to win. Some way, somehow. I don't care how he wins. He's just going to do it, because it's John Cena. All right, guys. What's your predictions? What?
I don't know. I think Rollins is gonna win, but it's not gonna be 100% clean. You know what?
Because Triple H is gonna come out there and help Seth Rollins.
The Triple H will cause a distraction, whether it be like intentionally or not, or something will happen. Maybe we haven't seen J&J Security in a while. Maybe he'll make an appearance again. Like I expect something to happen here where Rollins gets some sort of distraction to pick up the victory.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Oh God, man, this is so upsetting to think that John Cena could possibly be I just can't think about it. I know, cause people who know me know I'm an old school wrestling guy, and just like knowing that Ric Flair is like one of my, best favorites of all time, and just know that John Cena is right there. He's right there.
Think about this. 11 years ago, if you look at SummerSlam 11 years ago, Randy Orton won the world title at like the age of 24. How many of you guys felt like when Randy Orton, and 24 is like a young fucking age, how many of you guys thought Randy Orton was going to be the one knocking at Ric Flair's door more than John Cena, who was like facing Booker T for the United States title at that event? Because I thought Randy Orton could have easily won 16 world titles when he won at 24.
In 2004, you knew John Cena was going to be the man. Like it was so.
But I didn't think John Cena was going to be
him and Batista. Like between those two, like you knew, like Orton. Yeah, you knew the three was going to be Orton, Batista, Cena. You knew it was going to be those three guys. And like it could be like the big huge guys, but like.
But I felt Orton had more of a chance of getting to 16 than John Cena did ever.
I think none of these guys had close to. I think these guys are gonna get close past fucking 10 because during my time when I was growing up, like fucking, Ultimate Warrior only won the title once. Fucking Macho Man only won the title a couple of times. Stone Cold only won the title a few times. But it's like just fucking hot dogging and fucking just. Between like 2008 and 11, 12, when like fucking the titles just kept switching hands. Like,
remember 2009? John Cena and Randy Orton kept exchanging the belt back and forth between every pay-per-view. It was like, here you go, John. Here's the title this week. Come on.
And no time, we're gonna both become beat Ric Flair's record. Like, damn. But I mean, for the match itself, it's gonna be a great match. I think. It's gonna be a good way to one of the best main events. Well, no, it's not gonna be the main event, but yeah, it's gonna be a good co-main event. Because I forgot we had to talk about another match, of course. I forgot about the main match. I'm like, all right, how dare I?
How dare you?
It's gonna be a good match, and but I think Seth Rollins is still gonna walk out somehow, some way.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention SummerSlam also has Jon Stewart hosting this shit. I forgot to. Yeah, Jon Stewart's the host for SummerSlam this year. Okay, I just got a headache. Yeah, but Ross, what are your thoughts?
Yeah. So much Justin said.
Yeah.
Honestly. I think we're gonna see John Cena lose, but he's not gonna lose clean. He's gonna lose because Rollins had some sort of help. So
see, Seth Rollins, you didn't beat me fair and square at SummerSlam. You didn't beat me like a man. You took a coward's way out, and that's why I am asking you once again. I want what is mine, and not the WWE Heavyweight Championship, but I want my United States title back, Jack, and I'll do whatever it takes to get that to you. Yeah! Like, there we go. I did see the promo for you guys.
Then what if, like, I know this is not going to happen for sure, but, like, what if, like, the night champion, let's say Seth Rollins wins, let's say Seth Rollins wins in the night champions matches, Seth Rollins versus a returning Kane.
Oh, man.
Third match on the card.
I'm already booking that John Cena and Seth Rollins will have a match at Hell in a Cell, and it'll be for John Cena's retirement, and then John Cena will, like, AA Seth Rollins through the cell, and then, like, jump down and do his diving leg drop and pin Seth Rollins.
No, that sounds about right. John Cena's retirement. Then Seth Rollins will win, then John Cena will come back in like a week. And that's the way he always does, so.
And speaking of Seth Rollins, his title reign has been like, it's been one of the worst. I'm sorry. It's been really bad. And I see a lot of people like comparing like Seth Rollins' title reign to Edge's title reign. It's like, fuck off. Edge was like so much better as a world champion than Seth Rollins. And this is coming from someone who...
I can't believe you're saying
that. Yeah, I know. I like Seth Rollins more than that. I'm a Seth Rollins fan, and I hate Edge. But Edge's world title reigns were 10 times better than Seth Rollins. Like, here's the thing. Edge didn't always need help to beat everyone. Like, he only needed help to beat, like, certain stars. Like, it wasn't like Edge was like, oh, I need help to beat fucking Rey Mysterio. No, Edge could handle Rey Mysterio on his own. Edge could handle this guy on his own and stuff like that, Batista. But when it came to The Undertaker, it's believable that Edge would need help from, like, a Ryder and Hawkins and all that other stuff. Seth Rollins needs help beating Randy Orton. Like, how pathetic is that shit? Like, Seth Rollins can't beat Randy Orton by himself. No, he needs, like, Kane and Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury for help. And then, like, you have, like, Habit where he needs help against Dean Ambrose, and even then, like, he has a match with Dean Ambrose by himself where it's just like that ladder match, and he literally like throws Dean Ambrose in a barricade, like stacks like 8 million ladders on him, hits him with like 8 million chair shots, and then Dean Ambrose gets up, is like almost gonna win the fucking title. It's like, what the fuck? Like, you can't make this guy into like a legit heel. He's a lunatic, Michael. Look, Ambrose, he's coming out of the wreckage, look. Okay, Michael Cole, we already know that. You don't need to say look 8 million times. But, yeah, it's just like Seth Rollins' world title reign has been a fucking joke. It just feels like it's like, all right, let's just get Cena or Sheamus the belt, and then we'll just regulate this guy back to the mid-card.
Like, who would be the worst title reign, like, between Seth Rollins, Jack Swagger, and The Miz?
You also have to add Rey Mysterio to that mix. Rey Mysterio had a pretty terrible reign.
Yeah, he did, actually.
You remember, Justin, he lost to Finlay.
He lost to, what was on Old School Wrestling Podcast? To Finlay?
Finlay? Yeah. Old School Wrestling Podcast. Great podcast. They have more fans than I do, so I don't know why I'm plugging them. But still, watch them if you guys haven't. Great stuff.
So there's just funny stuff, that's all.
Yeah, it's great stuff. And then it's like they lost to Finlay. He lost to Finlay as world champion. So I would say Jack Swagger had I don't know. Jack Swagger beat Randy Orton clean at Extreme Rules. People forget that.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I remember that.
But I mean, outside of that, though, it's like, wait, did we lost the title like at Fatal 4-Way?
I would say this. I would say probably Swagger has one of the worst reigns, because even though the Miz's was pretty bad, at least Miz was getting good heel heat, and he was doing a good job as champion. Like, I felt people actually cared when Miz was champion. Same with Rey Mysterio, even though people don't really look at his title reigns really good. Yeah, people actually cared, and it seems like people actually care if Seth Rollins is champion or not. No one gave a shit that Jack Swagger was champion. He was just kind of like, he held the belt. It was like kind of like he looked like a fan holding one of the like title belts and stuff like that. Like, that's what Jack Swagger was, like some fan holding the world title belt. Like, no one cared about Jack Swagger as world champion. Seth Rollins, at least, there's people who care. But it's just like, Seth Rollins, he's just been so bad as a heel when it should have been like so easy to book him as a heel world champion, but they've just made him look super duper fucking weak, where he needs help from like everyone on earth. I mean, his 2 heaters, or actually he has 3 heaters. He has 3 heaters. Most world champions don't need 3 heaters, but Seth Rollins needs 3 heaters. Are Kane, Jamie Noble, who's best known for Applebee's and Nydia storyline, Joey Mercury, who's best known for getting his face busted in at Armageddon 2007. And that's it. Those are his 2 heaters. Those are his 2 main heaters. And then he has Kane, who's not even relevant anymore. Who's like getting Photoshop images of him at Hawaii. Like, what the fuck?
Kane's been irrelevant since like 2010, like after his last title reign.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh yeah, he won the world title. Oh yeah, him and Undertaker had that Buried Alive match.
We cashed in the money in the bank the same night. Then like.
Oh yeah, he needed help to beat Rey Mysterio. Yeah.
Yeah, like he beat Rey Mysterio, then like he actually fucking like beat Undertaker, like and end the feud.
Yeah, the Nexus helped him out, which we still never got an explanation about.
No. He can't be Undertaker. That's all that matters to me.
Yeah, well, the Nexus helped out, Justin. There's no explanation about that. 10 years. Oh yeah, Justin. We should talk about 5 years ago on this date was one of your infamous incidents in the WWE history with John Cena. Now, Seth Rollins DDT's John Cena on the concrete, Justin. Will you get pissed off?
Let me tell you something, okay? That made no fun. Okay, you got the Nexus coming into WWE, like as like the new big group. To only have John Cena get DDT'd on the concrete and to come back and to pin Justin Gabriel and Wade Barrett within 45 seconds after that. The logic, I swear, even to this day, really pissed me off. I hate that whole SummerSlam, by the way. Like,
SummerSlam 2010 was dreadful.
Was fucking awful. One of the worst SummerSlams out there. Period.
It's definitely in the conversation. I would say it's definitely like top 3 for sure. One
Yeah,
of the
but
worst
top
SummerSlams.
3, yeah, for sure.
Top 3 for sure. Like 2. I wouldn't say it's like SummerSlam '95 is still pretty fucking bad.
Yeah, but you got fucking. But you got Viscera and Nash, man,
And I still think SummerSlam '93 is like, to me, the worst. Where like Luger doesn't even win the title. He just body slams Yokozuna, and they have like the streamers go down, and Luger's like, yeah. I'm like, no, this is stupid.
Where's the belt at?
Yeah, exactly. Like
Yokozuna's still the champion.
See, like I would have to go. It would be '95 would be the third worst. Second worst would be 2010, and then the worst is definitely like '93 for me. Like nothing beats how bad '93 is.
Yeah, '93 is pretty.
Like you had a match with Shawn Michaels and Mr. Perfect, and it wasn't good. Like it was like whatever. Like Shawn Michaels and Mr. Perfect. Like Mr. Perfect, well known for being one of the best in-ring technicians ever, and Shawn Michaels probably the best overall performer in WWE history, wrestling history. And it's like, what? Like, oh.
Yeah, but I mean, '93 was just a dreadful year in WWE.
Yeah.
Survivor Series sucked. Fucking WrestleMania sucked. Royal Rumble sucked. Like, fucking SummerSlam sucked. Like, oh, good old new generation, '93 to '95.
Hey, man, I always love, I don't care what anyone says. That WrestleMania 9 main event was awesome. Oh, we can't talk about that man anymore because he said the N-word.
Never.
brother. And it's okay for Justin to say the N-word because I know people don't know this because they can't see his skin color, but he's black.
Oh, yeah, I'm one of those people.
Yeah, so he can say it. Ross and I, we can't throw it around casually, right, Ross?
Ross said he had to go pee-pee.
Ross went to the restroom during this moment of time. So this is a good moment of time to take a little break from talking about current wrestling because as you can see, we had more fun talking about past wrestling than current wrestling at this moment of time because that's how normally it is being a wrestling fan. You like talking about the past because it's really fun and you realize how much fun you watch it. And that's why you still watch wrestling is because you wish for better. And that's what I wish from WWE. And since WWE wants to main event SummerSlam with the match that main event in No Mercy 2003 and Brock Lesnar and Undertaker with no steel chains this time, except Undertaker's kicking Brock Lesnar in the nuts. Let's talk about some of our favorite SummerSlam matches. Justin, what are some of your favorite SummerSlam matches that I would say?
Well, I mean, I can go without the obvious.
Yeah, well, like I was gonna say without the obvious ones, without like Michaels and Triple H and Brett versus Bulldog, you know, matches and Brett versus Perfect. You know, like what are some of like underappreciated matches, like some SummerSlam matches that you remember that you really like? You think people should go check out? Because
Nakano and Electra Blade.
That's a great one.
That's one of the best women's matches.
SummerSlam 1994. You guys should all have the WWE Network or YouTube or something where you can Google
else?
this.
Fucking 1-2-3 Kid and what's his fucking name? Hakushi. That's a good fucking match from '95. I like Ric Flair and fucking Mick Foley. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
Oh, that I Quit match was great.
Yeah, it was good except the ending, but the match was good overall. I mean, there's a lot of good ones out there. I mean,
Hulk Hogan versus Shawn Michaels at SummerSlam 2005 is one of my personal favorites.
Absolutely, yes.
I always love the spot. Hulk Hogan hits a big boot. Shawn Michaels gets up and he runs around the ring and he falls down. Oh, look who decided to show up online finally. It took him 20 years, but we will get him on the line and he'll give us his quick little SummerSlam rundown. But Justin, what's your favorite SummerSlam event of all time?
Favorite SummerSlam event of all time? Oh man, I have to go with Heart and Soul, 97.
97? Oh, that's a great one.
97. I mean, just everything. Stone Cold break his fucking neck, like fucking Bret Hart and The Undertaker. You knew fucking Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart was just leading up to a fucking classic match, which it did. Well, not really a classic match, but like just a classic encounter. Just everything. Like a fucking the steel cage match between Mankind and Triple H. 97. 97 is my favorite SummerSlam.
Mine will always be SummerSlam 02. Ace, stop interrupting me while I'm giving out my favorite SummerSlam. Mine will always be SummerSlam 02. Nothing will ever beat Shawn Michaels coming back from 4 years and being better than half the fucking roster. No, the whole roster, and putting on one of the match of the decades with Triple H. Rock versus Brock was amazing, and the undercard was really good. Acers.
What's happening?
Nothing much. The Ace the Wrestling Nut is here with us, guys. Ace, you pretty much missed a lot of the show. We talked about NXT TakeOver, and we decided to start the show because you didn't know anything about NXT anyways. So we decided that...
Huh? You guys filming right now? Or
Yeah, we've been filming for a while now, Acers. We're in about an hour 40. I'm waiting for Ross to come back so that way we can... Yeah, we're near the end. We're actually going to talk about Lesnar and Undertaker, but I'm waiting for fucking Ross to come back.
That's perfect timing, actually, if you ask me.
All right. Well, Ace, do you want to give your quick little predictions for all the matches real quick?
Sure. Let me look at
I have the card right in front of me. Ace, we have Randy Orton versus Sheamus. Who's winning?
Probably Sheamus.
Ryback, Big Show, and The Miz for the IC title.
Either Miz or Ryback. Probably Ryback.
The Shield versus the Wyatt family.
Shield.
Primetime players, Los Matadores, Lucha Dragons, or the New Day for the tag belt.
I think New Day's gonna win the belts.
Arrow and Neville versus Stardust and the Cosmic King.
Neville and the Arrow guy.
Kevin Owens and Cesaro.
That one's kind of interesting, actually. I'm gonna say Cesaro. I think Cesaro's gonna win.
All right. Team Bella versus Team Bad versus PCB.
I think the Bellas. I think because they haven't really won a whole lot. So.
Ziggler and Rusev.
Probably. Shit, that's another one that's kind of like could just go either way. I'm gonna say Ziggler.
The WWE World Heavyweight Champion John Cena versus WWE World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins. Who's winning?
I think Cena will win by like DQ or something because I don't think they're gonna give Cena a 16th title just yet, especially because they just made the T-shirt that said 15-time champion. So I'm gonna say Rollins retains in some shitty way.
Oh, I didn't think about that one, Ace. That was a smart one.
Mm-hmm. They just made the shirt. What are they gonna?
No, you're right. Like when they made like the new Nexus shirts, like right after fucking like Survivor Series, 2010, like they ain't gonna fucking break up Nexus. Well, they kind of did. I mean, they made a new Nexus, but still, they had those new Nexus shirts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ross says, "Are you back?" And Ross is still not back to talk about the SummerSlam or No Mercy 2003 main event between Brock Lesnar and Undertaker.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we can. I guess. What's your worst SummerSlam match of all time?
Oh god, damn! Seeing about SummerSlam. Did the Divas dodgeball match count on SummerSlam 04?
Yeah, no, your worst. I guess competition. Whereas a wrestling match or anything, like what's like the worst?
All right, Divas Dodgeball from 2004 is up there, but also Kurt Angle versus Eugene at SummerSlam 2005 for Kurt Angle's Olympic gold medals.
That was funny. I remember they were hyping that show too, like on Raw and stuff. They were saying like, because there was a lot of big matches on that show, and I remember like Lawler, JR, somebody was saying like on any like Raw or SmackDown, any one of these matches would be a main event because there was like Orton, Taker, there was Michaels Hogan, obviously. There was Cena, Jericho, CCJBL. And they were trying to hype up, like, Matt Hardy Edge, too. They were trying to hype up how every match could be a main event. And then they had Kurt Angle and Eugene on there.
Matt Hardy and Edge is definitely one of my worst SummerSlam matches. A match with so much potential, and it just fell flat.
Yeah, that was weird. Like, I don't know what they were thinking there. The Unforgiven match was good, though, the cage.
They hate each other so much that they refuse like to put on a match with each other.
2012 Triple H versus Brock Lesnar was pretty bad.
Yeah. So yeah. I guess for me, it's 3 years in a row the main events were dreadful. 93, 94, 95.
Oh god.
You got Lex Luger and fucking Yokozuna in 93. 94 you got Undertaker versus Undertaker. Which is a good concept up at the time, like, oh, Undertaker versus Undertaker. Like, especially when you're a kid, like myself at the time. I mean, that match only lasted for like 7 fucking minutes as your main event. Then you have fucking Diesel versus fucking, Viscera in the main event in fucking 95. So, and that match only lasted for like 10 minutes. Yeah, I mean, all 3 of those matches were god fucking awful.
I'm trying to think. I remember I didn't really care for Orton Sheamus on the Nexus one. Was that 2010? 2010. But I don't care about Orton Sheamus now. But at least like it's not for the title and it's not like one of the 3 big matches.
Yeah, Justin was talking about that. Like, we're thinking 5 years in the future they were going to book these guys.
Man, like they were backstage like after the 2010 match and like Vince was like, no matter what happens from here, you will be a match against each other in 2015. Ugh.
It's kind of sad when you look at it like that. You know what I mean? Like, just to think like that these guys that main evented, like even let's look at. Obviously, it's a little bit different, but let's look at like what was it, SummerSlam '98 with Austin and Taker. Could you imagine in like 2002 Austin and Taker just having like because Orton and Sheamus might even be the opener. Can you imagine Austin and Taker in like 2002 just opening the show?
This opening match is scheduled for 1 fall. Coming out to the ring from Death Valley.
The Undertaker, yeah, I think.
I'm trying to think of bad matches. Yeah, I didn't like. So when SummerSlam was coming out, that was like one of the. I didn't see it live, but it was one of the first shows that like I remember them hyping up, and I remember watching Diva Dodgeball because I think it was like the first DVD I bought like for wrestling DVDs, and I didn't understand like. I liked how it was in like the Raptors court or stadium or whatever. I thought that was cool, but I didn't get it because like. Wasn't there like, didn't Gail Kim get hit in the head? And there was like these weird rules. I don't know. I really shouldn't be like.
Yeah, you're trying to break down WWE Diva Dodgeball.
Could you imagine if like the Bellas did that? That'd be kind of cool. Where is it? It's in Brooklyn, right? You could have like Diva Dodgeball on the Nets practice court.
I think this is gonna be an obscure one. I don't think no one really will remember this one, but fucking. The Cat versus Terry.
Oh god.
Same space match in 2000.
That was weird.
Yeah, it was pretty bad actually. I mean,
speaking of Undertaker, this is the first SummerSlam since 2008 that Undertaker's actually wrestling in.
All right, the Hell in a Cell with Edge.
Yeah, that was a great match too. That was another great SummerSlam match we forgot to mention. Yeah.
Okay, wait. 2009, he returned for Punk. 2010,
he returned for Kane.
Say his state.
Huh?
Remember?
Yeah, but Rey Mysterio 619. Rey Mysterio 619 fucking took out the Undertaker. Yes.
Yeah. Was 2011? I don't think he didn't return 2011.
No, I was there for 2011. Del Rio cashed in and pissed off a lot of CM Punk fans. It was great.
Oh, that's right. 2012, no. 2013, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, this is the first SummerSlam since that time that he's actually wrestling, which is crazy.
7 years, wow!
Mm-hmm.
Like, how did you get away with that shit?
He was hurt or not hurt. He was. Didn't Henry take him out for that 2007 one?
What?
In 06. Did he fight in 06 or no? I don't think Taker was at the 06 SummerSlam.
I don't remember.
Yeah, no, he wasn't at 06. No, Taker was not at 06 SummerSlam.
And then 05, he fought Orton. 04, JBL. Didn't he fight A-Train in 2003?
Yeah. And in 02, he fought Test.
Fuck. I remember actually watching like it was like this YouTube video from back in like 2003 where Taker was on Jimmy Kimmel and he was like trying to hype up SummerSlam in 03 and it was so weird. Like just of all the matches on that card where you could have had someone go on Jimmy Kimmel and hype up a fight, like it was Taker and A-Train. Like, it was just weird. I remember watching that and like they were trying to be like, oh yeah, so you're at SummerSlam, and he was like, yeah. And it's just and then they were talking about A-Train's back hair for like
I remember this segment you're talking about. They got a picture of A-Train, they're making fun of him.
He's a weird looking guy.
Yeah, he is. Ross, are you back yet so we can talk about this match?
Absolutely not.
Nope. All right. Well, we're going to talk about it anyways, because once it's the 2 hour mark, that's where I draw the line on my podcast. So, I'm being dead serious. 2 hours is good enough for a podcast, especially when we talk about pro wrestling. We gave you enough content. Now it's time to talk about Brock Lesnar taking on the Undertaker. This feud has been built up because Brock Lesnar keeps bragging about breaking the streak. Undertaker came back when Lesnar was about to win the title, kicked Lesnar in the balls, and then they had a brawl. And then Brock Lesnar returned home, and then he got kicked in the balls again. And yeah, so that's pretty much the feud. It's just Undertaker kicking Lesnar in the balls. It makes sense. Brock Lesnar's a beast, but every man has their weakness, and it's just Brock Lesnar's nuts is his fucking weakness. So, it's Taker, Lesnar. I don't expect really good things from this match because the last time these two wrestled, it was a god-awful fucking match. That WrestleMania 30 match was awful. I expect Taker to take a bunch of suplexes, Taker to do shit. I don't know who's going to win. That's a cool thing, I guess, about this big-time match. I mean, you have a big-time match between two big-time stars, and you don't know who's going to win. But at the same time, I don't really care who wins, because, it's not like these guys are going to stay here any longer. Lesnar's gone after SummerSlam anyways. It's not like Brock Lesnar's going to be like, okay, I'm going for the title again. No, he's going to be disappearing for a little bit. And same with Taker. He's going to come back for WrestleMania 32 in Dallas. So, I don't care who really wins. I see this probably not even having a conclusive ending, if anything like that. So, if I were to choose a winner, if you were saying, Chase, you have to choose one guy, I'll probably say Brock Lesnar. So, there you go. Justin, what about you?
Jesus Christ. Well, the fact that Undertaker has never been Brock Lesnar is something to look at.
Yep, never.
Never. Now, I don't know
Couldn't
why.
do it at No Mercy 02. Couldn't do No Mercy 03.
Why the Undertaker is so nice to this cunt anyway. Brock Lesnar. I like Brock Lesnar, but I'm come on, no. He's a cunt.
He's an asshole, yes.
I'm just saying. Oh, God. I was really hoping for Taker just for one match only, just to come back with the fucking biker, with the biker gimmick. Just one match. You can still go back to, because he's basically wearing that gear already. He's not wearing, the old Undertaker gear.
The poster has Undertaker with long-ass hair. I'm like, fucking hey, dude, just get...
He's basically wearing Biker Taker's gear. All he needs the fucking bandana on his head, and that's Biker Taker. He has the hair for it already. You know what I mean? He'll be Biker Taker again, but... I really have no idea what to expect. Expect 25 F5, expect 24 tombstones. I think honestly, this is what's gonna happen. Undertaker is gonna finally hit the tombstone, and the referee's gonna count 1, 2. Counterfeit gets cut. Barclays Arena fucking explodes, and everybody dies in it, and that's the way that's the fucking. So everybody will be dead. Ziggler will be dead. Vince will be dead. Everybody will be dead. Everybody will be dead in the fucking arena. No one wins. TNA wins. How about that?
Hey, sirs, what's your prediction?
What's the ratings for?
What's that?
I said they finally win the ratings war.
They finally win the ratings war. Oh, God. Yeah, finally. But in all seriousness, damn it. I just don't know. And I guess that's the good thing about this match, because you don't know who's going to win. And that's what you want out of all your fucking matches on the card. You don't know who's going to fucking win. But, I'll go with Taker. Why not? Go with Taker. He's going to kick him in the balls one more time. New tombstone.
Alrighty. I am looking forward to this. Not maybe for the match itself, because, like you guys were saying, WrestleMania 30 was pretty bad. And looking back at that, if Taker just won that match at WrestleMania 30, no one would give a fuck. You know what I mean? It was so bad. And I remember just sitting there bored out of my mind, watching Mania when it was happening, and I was just like, fuck, okay, well, whatever. This is going to be boring. Taker's going to win, and then we'll still have Bryan, right? And then I was just sitting there, and I was like, man, wow, fucking Taker's going to kick out of 3 tombstones. Or 3 F5s, and he did. And so when he did, and I was like, what the fuck is this, right? And it makes sense why they're having a match. Maybe not this long. I mean, Taker came back to beat up Wyatt or fight him or whatever. But I guess in some cases it makes sense, you know, because Taker needed to see if he could still hang or whatever, right? But I guess, I mean, if Taker was going to cost Lesnar the title, I don't know why he wouldn't have done it when he was like fighting Cena 1,000 times, or you know, or even like that night at Mania. Well, no, obviously with Rollins it's different, but it just felt like maybe it's a good thing they waited so long because it was kind of like okay. I don't know. I never thought we'd see another match between the two of them, but it does make sense at least why they're fighting, and you can give them some credit where it's like even though they haven't really like talked about it on TV, it's a storyline they have been building for what like a year and a half, right? So. Yeah. At least there's something that they're caring about. It's obviously a big match, and they're treating it like a big deal. I know what you mean. Like it's hard to think of this match having a decisive finish, but I know whenever I think like that, I thought that way for like Taker or Wyatt, and I was like, oh, both guys are gonna lose, you know, no matter what, right? Whoever wins, and then Taker just won. So I feel like Lesnar's going to win. Because if Taker wins, they're just going to have another. They're going to have another match. What are you just going to end it at? Like, I mean, I know they fought years and years in the past, but if Taker wins this match, it's like okay, you won once, I won once. Like, so you're going to be thinking about a rematch, and I feel like it could be good for like whatever you do with Taker at Mania, whether it be Sting or whatever, right? You could argue that maybe he could use a win, but I mean, he did beat Wyatt, and obviously Taker, you know, even if he lost the next 6 matches, his resume and his legacy would speak for itself. So yeah, I see Lesnar walking out of this. I see him winning. I don't know if it's going to be a decisive thing. Maybe it'll be like a no contest, but Lesnar just beats the shit out of him. Or maybe it's a thing where Lesnar just beats the fuck out of him, and it's not. They didn't put like a no DQ stipulation on it, did they?
No. I mean, you figure that they would, but I haven't heard anything.
Yeah. But I mean, this could end up in the crowd or something. And even if they put like a rule on it where it's like this match needs to end by pinfall or submission, you know, just how shitty would that be to see like Taker like fucking get counted out or something stupid? Like, I bet you again. You know what? Okay, the one thing I do want to mention though, I guess it's like it's kind of a cool thing that Heyman says, and when he said when he was like this match is too big for WrestleMania. Yeah. SummerSlam's not bigger than WrestleMania though.
Yeah, it's
like,
but
yeah. I don't get that. Like, I guess it's kind of cool. It's like, oh, it's bigger than Mania. We have to watch SummerSlam, but and I know they're just doing it to get people interested. But
Heyman's fine.
If Mania is your biggest show, then why would anything be bigger than Mania? You know, like
Heyman was just thinking off the top of the dome, and like that was the first thing that came and said, "Oh, it's gonna be bigger than WrestleMania." So I don't know.
I mean, it's one thing to say like this match will be bigger than the one at Mania, and that's like it's like okay, yeah, you know, it's the revenge too. And this is definitely a way better story than their match at Mania, because with their match at Mania, it was just like I just want to conquer stuff. I want to take this streak that you've had for 20 years, and that was the whole thing. At least now it's like, oh, you know, he took from Taker what was his, and you know, it's like Rocky 2. Like Rocky 2 is, I mean, Rocky 1 was still good. I guess the difference is WrestleMania 30 was awful. Or their match at WrestleMania 30 was awful, sorry. But like Rocky 1 was good, but Rocky 2 it was the revenge, right? It's like, oh, number 2, can he do it again, right? Went the distance last time. Let's see if he can win. So now with Taker, this time around, it's like, okay, yeah, let's see if he can win. So, but I see Brock winning, long story short.
Yeah.
And like you said, Chase, it's not really going to matter because they're both going to go away for a while after SummerSlam.
Yeah, it's not like that's the only thing that kind of holds back this match is just like because you know Brock Lesnar's not going to stay around and say like, oh, now that I got beat up Undertaker, I'm going to go back for the title. It's not like Lesnar's going to re-enter the title scene after he beats Undertaker. You know he's going to take his like they're going to write a story. They're going to write a storyline where like, oh, that beating that Brock Lesnar took, and even though he won the match, he may have lost the war model because we're not going to see the Beast for a long time. Like, you know, like that type of fucking shit.
That's the thing, too. Like, where does Taker, not Taker, because Taker's almost done, but where does Lesnar go from here? Like, if you don't have him go up against Rollins, like, what are you going to have him in the undercard with Orton? Like, it's hard to say.
Come on, guys. Get pumped.
So, it's tough. Like, in a way, it was kind of nice putting Lesnar in the title picture because it was like, okay, Lesnar's one of the most important guys. Even though he's not there all the time, people care about him. Fucking pretty much everyone knows who he is. He's a household name. But at first, when he first came back, it was like, okay, yeah, he's having these matches, these big matches, whether it be against Triple H or Punk or Cena, whoever he was fighting, or Taker, right? But once he went for the title, right, that was kind of like his climb to it. And then after he won the title, it's like, dope. And then it's every defense he has along the way. But after he loses the title, unless it's Taker now, every match that you could possibly have him compete in, would need to be either for the title or a big enough story that, you know, because he's not going to fight like a Sheamus, or he's not going to fight, you know. So in a way, it's kind of bad. Not bad, but like it kind of hurts him, I think, if he's not in the title picture. Because what else is he going to do? You know what I mean? They'll probably have to keep him off TV for a while until they figure it out, because I don't think they want to fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're going to probably have it where this match is like really brutal, and like Undertaker did a lot of damage to Brock Lesnar. We've never seen Brock Lesnar at this state of his life, and, you know, all this mumbo-jumbo that they'll say. They'll give him a reason why he's off TV, when we all know Brock Lesnar's fine. He's fucking Sable. He's hunting deer.
Which would be bullshit, actually, because Brock Lesnar's a fucking UFC fighter. Like, we see him as worse shape, fucking doing 360s in the ring with fucking Cain Velasquez, or in the octagon with Cain Velasquez. So it's like, I think that'll be a sorry excuse from WWE. But I mean, I'm just thinking that Undertaker. When has the Undertaker, if you can think, that has lost multiple matches back to back clean? And you know, and screw counting Wyatt. Like, just like pretend like Wyatt, that match doesn't think.
It's like 3 times.
Wait, who?
Yeah, Kane. Didn't Kane beat him like 3 times in 2010?
Well, we were saying that certain Nexus helped him in one of those matches. I think it was the Barry Alive match.
Yep.
But he beat him at Night of Champions, and then he beat him in Hell in the Cell. Or no, Paul Bearer helped him.
Yeah, so it's like, so when's the last time that Taker has lost? And discounting, let's pretend like he didn't have the match from Wyatt, because we already knew that, you know, Taker was going to beat Wyatt, but like big main marquee matches 2 times in a row. I can't think of the last time that has happened.
Hard. That's hard to think about.
Exactly. So that's why I'm leaning towards more of Undertaker. Or if he does lose, it's going to be by some cheap tactics. Like, Lesnar will use the chair. He'll do some type of cheap tactic to beat the Taker.
Maybe Lesnar kicks him in the balls. Maybe Lesnar kicks him in the balls to, like, get back at him, F5 him or whatever.
Balls kick.
Yeah. Suplex City. Hey, Ross, what's your prediction for this match?
I don't know. It seems like Taker's gotten the upper hand leading in, so leans me a little bit more towards Lesnar. I don't know. It's tough. I could see Taker winning, and then they'll have another match at WrestleMania 32, and I could see something like that.
What about Sting?
Sting and Undertaker will never happen.
Never. Fuck you, Beth. I know what you want more than what you know.
You want Sting and Bray Wyatt. That's what Vince is thinking about. Yeah, but since SummerSlam is the longest it's ever been, this podcast, I guess, can go on, you know, just as over the 2-hour mark. Normally, though, guys, I like to keep it under 2 hours because I understand that 2 hours is a lot of time for you guys to be listening to a bunch of guys talk about pro wrestling. The fact that we can even talk about pro wrestling in 2 hours is #, tremendous, but...
#, tremendous.
Yep.
Well, case, I don't know if I could sit through a 2-hour podcast, though. It's a long fucking... I mean, I don't mind doing a 2-hour podcast because, you know, you just get the shit.
You actually have people like that actually do like longer stuff to listen to because they will just sit down and they'll be playing video games or they're cleaning their room, and it gives them something to like listen to like in the background.
Actually, That's a really good point, because, like, I know, even for me, like, whether it's just, like, yeah, like you said, like, I know some people, if they're on, like, a long drive or, just something to kill
Yeah,
time.
exactly.
I used to listen to, like, whenever, like, PWR show used to come on, like, back in the day. Like, I used to, like, play fucking Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and have it on mute and just, like, listen to the show. It'd be, like, a fucking 2-3 hour show. So.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like when you do, like, a video format, I can understand why it's, like, way too long. But when it comes, because, like, also since I upload this on, like, SoundCloud and other podcasting websites, people have the ability to download this and they can, like, pause it, and then, like, if they're walking or if they're working out or something, they have something to listen to. Because people now, like, they don't listen to music while they work out. They actually, like, listen to podcasts while they work out. Like, I know this one dude, he listens to, like, motivational podcasts as he's working out. And so it keeps him motivated to work out, keeps on going. And I'm like, God damn, that's weird, but it's the way of the future podcasting. It really is.
Show is.
Yeah, and next time, guys, I'll try to lower down the cussing. I've been trying to do that. I've been wanting to try to be a little bit more family friendly. The other guys can cuss all they much. Ross doesn't really cuss that much. Justin, he says the occasional F word and the N word every once in a while, but that's it.
I heard the C word in there too,
yeah,
Justin.
You think you're cussing a lot, like, I mean, or if I'm cussing a lot, you just hear my fucking streams. I'm like all over the place.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar, though, he is kind of cunty, isn't he?
He is a little cunty, a little fucking.
Yeah, so anyways, that's SummerSlam 2015. Overall, I feel like this is going to be another pay-per-view for the WWE. It's not going to be anything special. It's just going to be, it could be special. It could be really good. It could be really bad. It just all depends on how the WWE executes. Just looking at the card, this is like the first SummerSlam in a while where I'm just like kind of like, whatever. Like the last time I felt this way was 2012, where I kind of just looked at the card and I'm like, whatever. They had a big match with Brock Lesnar on it, but the undercard was kind of like whatever it was. It was just there. That's just how it feels with this SummerSlam. It's like there's like one big main event match that kind of has my interest, but then just like the rest of the cards, just like it's there. Fill up 4 hours. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but go right ahead, do it. All right, guys. What are your guys' final thoughts on SummerSlam?
I think the show should be good. Wait till be tag team matches on here though. I think kind of missing a Divas title match on there kind of. I mean, not hurts the card, but like, I mean, I think they could have done something where they could actually had a Divas title match on here as well. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I really don't think it's gonna be a bad show. I don't think it's gonna be a great show, but yeah, how you said, Chase, is gonna be a typical WWE pay-per-view.
Yeah, I think it should be. It could be a great show if everything goes right and everything, but I don't expect it to be a bad show. I think it'll be pretty solid. So.
I'm looking forward to it. I think it's kind of cool that I think it's sort of refreshing that they're out of LA for the first time in like 6 years. It's just like, I mean, not that LA was bad for it, like it was good, but it's just it kind of changes things up, which is cool, right? New York's a big market as well, and I don't know how I feel about the 4 hours. I guess it makes it feel like a bigger show, but I've always been kind of happy that it's just been Mania that's been left at 4 hours. And even when they switched Raw to 3 hours, I was thinking about what the pay-per-view is 4 hours now. 5 hours. Mania 5, because what's the difference between Raw and a pay-per-view now, right? They're both the same length, but
there's gonna increase an hour like every few years. Eventually, it's gonna be a 23-hour Raw. And a fucking 24-hour fucking WrestleMania, like.
Cena's taking nap breaks in the back before matches. Like.
All right.
Hey, we see John Cena over there, the 18-time world champion.
Okay, I'm surprised so many fucking matches though. Like, there's like 10 on there. That's crazy. I mean, it kind of sucked that they didn't announce them all right away, because it would have been cool to have like 8 matches or whatever, right, to look forward to for like 3 weeks. But I guess with Taker Lesnar, that's really what's going to sell the show. So
yeah,
obviously they took care of that right away. That was their bread and butter.
Well, because the show was already sold out before they announced Taker Lesnar, so it was like kind of like the WWE. All they had to do was get
sells itself.
Yeah, like that show sold itself. It was just like the WWE, what they need to do is get the people who are not going to wanting to watch the show. And pretty much they figured it was mission accomplished when you announced Undertaker and Lesnar, because really, to be honest, like, just Brock Lesnar, he's like interesting in himself, and then Undertaker is interesting in himself, and they're facing each other again. You know, even the casual fan who doesn't watch WWE like, some of us just say that the last show they watched was like WrestleMania 30 and stuff like that, and they didn't watch anything in between. They'll be like, oh, they're fighting again? Okay, I'll check this out. You know.
And I think a smart thing from WWE is incorporate ESPN in here, because you're gonna get some people watching ESPN like Sunday morning, because you know Coach is gonna be at Barclays Center or whatever.
I'm actually really excited for that.
No, they're actually
they're
hosting.
They're gonna look at it and be like, what, WWE on ESPN? They're gonna make it seem like such like a big deal. You're probably gonna get a few last minute buys on there. So this is gonna be a good experience from WWE and ESPN.
Well, because they're actually doing Sports Center live from the Barclays Center.
Well, yeah, I know that. Yeah, it's gonna be a Sports Center live. They're gonna have. I think they said it was gonna do a 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. and and all the way up until SummerSlam. So it's like they're making this a big deal. Like, I mean, if they're gonna be doing this for SummerSlam, because obviously this is what I'm seeing. This is gonna be the test for WrestleMania. If ESPN gets good ratings for this, they're gonna do WrestleMania. Like they're gonna have fucking crews out there for WrestleMania.
Well, I would think, like, especially this year, this upcoming year's WrestleMania, where it's going to be at 32.
Yeah,
and Dallas in Jerry's world, you know, especially with the Dallas Cowboys, you know, being America's team and you know being like a potential Super Bowl favorite. I know this isn't a football podcast, but I had them winning my Super Bowl. Like if you watch my preseason live video, I had Dallas Cowboys. Huh?
I said, thank you, James.
Yeah, no, I said that my Super Bowl this year is Colts Cowboys, and I said that Des Bryant's going to throw up the X all over the Colts. That's my prediction. Well, because I think this year, like Seattle will like get embarrassed in the playoffs by the Cardinals. Like I had it where like the Cardinals went really far in my playoffs, and then I had it where like they embarrassed the Seahawks, and again, like I don't see the Seahawks making it to the NFC Championship again this year. I think that Dallas will. I think Dallas and Green Bay will meet again, and then I have the Colts and I think the Patriots meeting up. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
Oh, wow.
I know.
All right.
That's
jump from WWE to NFL in a snap.
Transition.
Yeah, I know. Well, because I would figure that maybe ESPN will do WrestleMania this year because it's like in a huge stadium,
That'd be pretty cool too if they let's just say, for argument's sake, Dallas did win the Super Bowl and then WrestleMania is there 2 months later, a month later.
I think that will be a good thing.
I mean, obviously it's not in the same stadium, but where is the Super Bowl this year, anyways?
It's at where WrestleMania 31 is that Levi Stadium.
Oh right, okay, yeah, I remember hearing about that. Didn't they change it from the L? I remember that was a big controversy. Because they didn't think people could read Roman numerals, so instead of L, they just put a 50.
Yeah, well, they changed it. Yeah, they changed it. Yeah.
Yeah. What's Super Bowl L? Like, what the fuck? It's a typo.
Typo. Speaking of which, WWE, well, technically this WrestleMania is not 32. It's just WrestleMania because Vince doesn't like the numbers because it makes WrestleMania feel old.
That's so stupid. Why wouldn't you like that? Why? If I'm watching something that's just
WrestleMania 2015, damn it. Makes it sound bigger and better.
But obviously the fans got to keep up with it. We know it's WrestleMania 32. I mean, it's just gonna be like us fucking wrestling nerds is gonna keep this shit up pretty much. I remember WrestleMania 37. Fucking Kevin Owens versus Cesaro in the main event.
Oh, okay.
I know a lot of people would get fucking wet off that. But,
all right, Justin, you're just making up lies now. That would never happen.
Yeah, I know. I'm just kidding, guys. I was just trying to get your hopes up.
There's no way Kevin Owens and Cesaro's main event ever in this world.
Kevin Owens is coming in as the baby face and fucking Cesaro like miraculously like gets a lot better on the mic. Kevin Owens, you fucking suck, and just come out to them and show the fucking promo and shit.
That's Cesaro's theme song. It's really terrible. Anyways, guys, that's it for the SummerSlam 2015 preview and predictions podcast. The next time you guys will hear from us is Night of Champions. That's right. We'll be back for Night of Champions 2015, which will also be live on the WWE Network. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. So, guys, make sure you guys follow Ace on Twitter at Trelore95. You can check out Gold Standard 000's channel down in the description box down below. And then also check out his Instagram where he shows off his trading cards, his NFL cards, his NBA cards that he pulls out of there. You can check out JD Venom on his YouTube channel, Twitter, and Twitch. He does live video game streaming, as I mentioned from the top, so go check out those. I'm always there watching, especially with your Grand Theft Auto 3 being started up. I'm watching that series intently. And you guys can follow me on Twitter at ChaseOliver68 and check out my YouTube channel, Chase Oliver, which is, or just Chase, yeah, I think it's just Chase Oliver. I don't know, Google Plus won't let me change it back to 68. I can't explain why, but they say 68 is not a name or anything like that, which makes no sense to me. I mean, parents name their kids weird names all the time. But, they do. Fuck. My kids are going to have terrible names, and they're going to have to deal with it because they're my kids. But, yeah, you can also download this on SoundCloud. So, download that if you guys want to take this on the road. I'll try to find a way to get this on iTunes. I don't think iTunes will let us be on here because we talk about pro wrestling, but you never know. Anyways, guys, that's it for this one. Maybe you guys will hear from these guys and when I do the NFL videos, since I'm looking to do more group NFL videos. Because the NFL is more fun talking with friends than just, like, talking by yourself. So, yeah, maybe you guys will hear them talk about the NFL. Until next time, guys, enjoy your day. Don't go to the Dollar General. Peace.